Don't know why that song started up, but hey, what's up, everybody? Hope everybody's having themselves a good day so far. There we go. There's the camera action. Hope everybody's having themselves a wonderful long weekend down in the States. And if you're not in the States, I hope you're having a wonderful weekend wherever you are in the world. Looking forward to playing some more of this PowerWash Simulator. We were going to be going for a little bit longer today. We did 4 hours and a quarter there last night with the boys, but I took my breaks as necessary, and I think we'll do it again today. So, looking forward to it. Looking forward to it indeed. So, yeah, we got about 2.5 minutes. Get our drinks, get our snacks, get our butts in the comfiest positions. We can kick back, relax, unwind, and enjoy. As always, special thank yous to my early birdies who come in here smashing that like button. Thank you very much, Jeremy, Luke, our Mickey, and Marilyn. How are you? How are you? Oh, I tell you, I'm looking forward to this one. Been waiting ever since I last played. I can't even go in there to make an actual proper thumbnail because as soon as you do, apparently the game says that you've chosen a new mission. So I got the heads up from those awesome folks down in the Discord for this game, and they told me about that. I was like, oh, thank you. So not going to have to worry about that one. Doing great. Oh, welcome. Hey, Lisa, how you doing, wild one? Lori, welcome back. Welcome back. No, I'm looking forward to this one. I got myself my ice caps, my homemade ice caps, my treat, my love, my joy. I try to make them about maybe once a month now. There's a lot of caffeine in these things because Mickey goes zing, 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 zing. No worries. No worries, Lisa. In and out is fine. I totally understand that being the long weekend, and that's why I figured I'd go a little bit later today instead of during the main morning hours, and that I figured everybody would be probably out, enjoying the sunshine and that. So, same thing I did. Puppy's going, oh, you're going camping tomorrow. Need to finish the laundry and prep some food. Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. I wish I could be out there camping right now, but at the same time, no, I don't. Being single and all that means I would have to set the tent up and everything. Then it would take me another 3 days of just laying down just in order to take the tent down. So, yeah, camping is really hard on my body, unfortunately, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Just, I need a significant other who is willing to, help out with a lot of the heavier liftings and such like that. So. It'll all come back in time. It'll come back in time. Due time. It will. It will. It will. Well, we got about 20 seconds left, so woo! I'm getting excited. Woo! Oh, I'm loving it. Loving the weather that's out there today. My sinuses, I tell you. It started last night. They just out of nowhere, they just squeak and start draining. And then today, same thing. Every once in a while, they squeak, start draining. So let's get the game on. I will try to mute if there's a sneezing fit, just to let you know. Come on, Stream Deck. Is the game going to pop? Is the game going to pop? Game pop? Come on, game pop, pop, pop. There it is. Okay, woo! All right, game's popped up. Sweet. Now, since there is no really good, lively music in this game, we're going to play our own, courtesy of Epidemic Sounds. We're going to continue on with our career mode. Oh, that music's just a wee bit loud for you folks. That should be much better for you, you ladies and gents out there. Sorry about the blowing your eardrums out on that. Didn't mean to. Whoop, 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 whoop. Get off of that. Get over here. All right, we're going to clean the house today. I figure we'll do the bungalow, and if we have time, I don't know how long this is going to take. But Calvin Miller at 113 Apple Avenue, Muckingham says, "Hey, Doc, you mentioned my folks." Well, I mentioned my folks. Well, I think it's time their bungalow met your pressure washer. It's so filthy, it's hard to tell where the ground ends and the house begins. When I mentioned you to Ma, her eyes lit up, popped, moaned, and said the browner the porch, the warmer the torch. But, which clearly means nothing, so he was overruled. If you can give the place a good cleanup, I'm sure it'd give them both a lift. Thanks again, Carl. So we can earn $550. We have $485.10 on us. Let's see, what are the details here? We got a bunch of bricks, chimneys, doors, door frames, driveways, garage doors, gutters, porch fences, porch posts, porch roof, posts, bungalow roof, steps, walls, windows frames. All right, so looks like we have quite a bit to do. Any other messages? I got a job for you, folks, when you can fit it in. All right, so nothing nothing we can't handle. The weekend is going awesome for me, for sure. Definitely been going very well. Now, which color was it? Was it the orange one? No, it wasn't the orange one. Was it the yellow one? Maybe it was the yellow one that worked for us here. Now, I'm going to try something. I'm going to try to line up. So I am dead straight. Well, it's not straight. All right. That is not straight. Wow. Okay, hold on. That should be straight. Oh, too much. Anyway, there we go. We're cleaning. We're cleaning. We're getting it. Kind of. I don't know why. If you line yourself up with a sidewalk, well, the sidewalk's even curved. What the hell? Interesting. Alright, well, we'll do the best we can with what we got. Now, somebody had mentioned that, yeah, that the macro that I set up there the other day for bringing up the yellow was a little bit much, and I kind of have to agree, so I'll probably go in there and fix that up as well here some point during the stream. I'm doing really good, Luke. Doing really good. Other than my sinuses just keep draining out on me. I don't know why or how. You know, what's causing it. You know, as I'm getting older, apparently my allergies are coming back like they were when I was a little kid. So, you know, up until I was about a teenager, I had some pretty bad allergies. And then by the time I was like 10 through 13, somewhere around there, they just like totally dissipated and were gone. Now, when I'm a little bit older, they're coming back again, unfortunately. And I don't like it. I don't like sneezing and drooling. It is no fun. It's actually kind of painful on the rib cage every time I sneeze. Body don't like it. Oop, too much. Just using the keyboard now to get this big long driveway done. I've been looking forward to this, cleaning up all the grime. I don't know how much is in this game. This game is still currently early access for folks, so I don't know if this one and the next one are the last two that we have available to us. I hope not. I hope there's more. I saw that there was some special places that you could go, like there was the Mars rover. That was interesting. I saw that one. So there's lots for us to do today. Lots for us to do today. Alright, let's check and see what... Really? Apparently... The heck? There we go. It wasn't popping up there for me. Oh, I see. There's some spots over here. Let's get these cleaned. That means there'll be some over here then. Alright, did we get it all? Nope. Yeah, we should have got it all. Nope. Alright, that's better. Yeah, it's just allergies, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like it's a, you know, everyday pain, increaser or anything. It's just a couple times a year, I gotta deal with the sneezing and the snifflings. It started about 6 years ago. I started getting really stuffed up just as the snow was starting to melt and all that. And then one of the doctors mentioned, he's like, oh, there's something called snow mold. And they went and took a quick test for that and found out that, yeah, I got an allergy to that. So I was like, okay. Never heard of snow mold before, but apparently your grass gets mold in it. Like, oh, I did not know that. I was not aware. Not a fan, that's for sure. But yeah, doing much better here today than I was yesterday. Yesterday was interesting. We were doing the podcast, and you guys will find out when the next podcast is released. Not the Lumberjacks Dynasty one, but the one after that. Yeah, right at the very end there, I ended up. Yeah, my sign off was a little funny, just due to the fact of sinuses started just draining right as we were signing off. It was funny. I think we're going to keep it. I don't think we're going to edit that one. Alright, so that's all cleaned up. So this must be the bricks. This is what I'm cleaning now. So I'll keep it going. This looks nice. I like how that they did the graphics for the wash. I think that's fantastic. I think they did a really good job on that. Alright, we'll get the gutters done. I'm hoping after this one we'll be able to afford a bigger sprayer. A bigger, better sprayer. Oh, I missed a whole bunch on that one. Oops. Alright, let's fix that. That one's done. Yay! Let's see if we can get this lined up straight. No, apparently not. Gotta get a little closer. Yeah, it's one dirty looking house. You'd think that there maybe was a fire or something at the neighbors, or... Let's take a look. That must be it. There must have been a house over here that went up in smoke or something, and because that is a really weird looking neighborhood. Could you imagine if this was your backyard? All angled up and that's just really weird. So yeah, it's either that or this is their backyard. Did you have a separate greenhouse or something that went up? Just asking, because this house is filthy and yours is clean. Did you get yours rebuilt? Is that what's going on? Yeah. Inquisitive minds want to know. Alright, so I think we're going to put on the extension. Which one was the extension? That was the extension. And I'm not too worried about those little slivers that I might miss in between. I can come back and clean those up. No problem. Like so. I feel like those old daisy wheel printers, you know what I mean? Going back and forth. Hey, Charlie! How you doing, dude? Haven't seen you in a while. Glad that you reached out to ask when my next stream was. I'm glad that you made it. Hope you've been doing well, my man. Last time I heard, you was about to take another camping trip. I hope that one went well for you. I'd love to get some camping in, but like I said, yeah, camping is really hard on me. Yeah, all the setup and everything else just wipes me right out, so... My ex didn't do a damn thing to help me out before. She would always, find herself busy doing other things. The only time that she actually ever helped out was when we were doing our honeymoon camping. And then after that, she just kind of fell to the wayside and just kind of like, no, I'm going to go do other things like, look at my phone or, whatever it was. So I ended up killing myself. So we ended up not going camping as often. I'd come up with different reasons why not to go because I just knew she wasn't going to help me out with it. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to kill myself for, a 2-night camping trip. To have myself dead for like 6 days afterwards. No thanks. Nope. I think I need to get myself one of them there inflatable tents. One of my buddies last year had sent me an email. He's like, dude, gotta check out this tent. It's probably right up your alley. I'm like, oh, cool, let me check it out. And it was weird. It was inflatable. Didn't have any poles or anything in. It was just all 100% inflatable. And I've never seen that before. I thought that was really cool. Nice. You got back last week. That was a heck of a camping trip, man. Longest camping trip I ever done was, I think it was 24 days, 25 days, something like that. And that was our honeymoon. We had 4 weeks of a honeymoon to take, so we went from northern BC, British Columbia, and here in Alberta, or in Canada, and we went all the way down to the southern point, and then we went over onto Vancouver Island, and followed along all across the southern area again, all the way home. It was lots of fun. Until the last 2 days, there was a rock slide that blocked the highway. There was no way of us to get home or to our next set of campgrounds. So we ended up having to stay at a hotel. And the 2 campgrounds that we had booked, one of them was like, oh, that is absolutely not an issue. We'll go ahead. We'll refund you your money right away. This is nothing that you could have done anything about. And then there was the KOA in Revelstoke, which is no longer a KOA, by the way. They was such poorly run by the people that had it that they ended up just, losing so much business from their arrogance. It was just unreal, the arrogance of those people at the KOA at the time. And they're like, nope, that's not our problem. That's a you problem. You ain't getting your money back. And it was like, all right, well, guess what? We're never going back to that location ever again. And we had gone to that location several times throughout the years. And, yeah, nope. As soon as I found out that they were sold to somebody else, I'll go back now. But it's no longer a KOA. They lost their franchise rights. Either that or the new owners said, yep, no, we're not going to pay KOA fees. They're ridiculous. Franchise rules. But nonetheless, though, I love camping. I mean, come on. Did it for my honeymoon, was it 12 years ago or whatever. I'd do it again. Like long camping trips. As long as I had the proper equipment. If I had one of those pop-up tents or that now, I'd probably be able to do it no problem. But unfortunately, setting up the absolute huge, massive cabin of a tent that we had. Like, this tent has its own door, for Christ's sakes, right? But it's what the ex wanted. She had to have, it's got to be at least 7 foot tall because she was 6'5". She's actually 6'3". She just likes to pretend she's 6'5". It's either that or she's gotten shorter since she was last measured in high school. Anyway, so yeah, I would love to go camping more often. What up, Sam? Back again for some more, are you? Late night partying, late night having a good time. You're not driving again, are you? I hope not. Oop, wrong button. For some reason, this game and I are having issues with the buttons. Oh, sounds like my brother just got back home. He went to go pick up some food. I had a hankering for some grilled up hot dogs today, so that's what I had. And then tonight I will make up some pizza dough that can sit in the fridge. And tomorrow I'm going to have pizza. This pizza's good. Caveman asked for it, so last time he was here, so I have some leftover sauce, I have some leftover pepperoni, I have some diced up celery, onions, what else do I got? Black olives, lots of mozzarella cheese, so I'm going to enjoy a pizza tomorrow. As Caveman would call it, a daddy pizza. Hey, Bub! How you doing, Mike lad? Oh my goodness, look at all you guys sneaking in here while my brain was concentrating on this. Hope everyone is enjoying their long weekend so far. I know that not everybody has the opportunity to go out and about right now, especially with the double bad plus cold thing that's going on. So I hope everybody's still finding ways to enjoy their weekend. What the heck am I hitting over here? Oh, it's that damn ladder. I wonder if we got to go on the roof or something. That's why we got a ladder. Because I've only seen a step stool so far. Uh-oh. Here comes the sneezes. Hold on. Sneezes and blow my noses. Hold on. I hate sneezing. Oh, wrong button. Dang it. That's the one I'm looking for. Actually, you know what? I think I can turn these off. I tried putting a newer yellow filter on the light, and it does darken it up a little bit. How does it look on me? It kind of makes me look like I got blood pressure issues going on. Which might be the truth. I might have blood issues. Hey, green-eyed! Smooth! Karsten! How you guys all doing? Bob spent a week at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. Well, I hope you didn't jump and find your way there. I hope you you drove all the way down there. Excuse me. Sorry. Ugh. I hate the taste of sinuses. Blech. But I do have my ice cap, so it's a good day so far. Now, it is a homemade ice cap, and I do have more left in the fridge, so when this one gets down to about halfway, I'm gonna top it up so I got lots of ice in there. And if you guys are ever wondering what the recipe is for the one that I make, it's in the Discord. You can find it under the recipe section. I got you folks covered. When I find something good like this, I'm willing to share. It's not that hard to make, and the way I do it, I have it so that way you can make it in batches, and so you can enjoy them for the weekends to come. Taking a break from Project Zomboid. Now, why would you take a break from video gaming? I know why I would, but why would you, Mike? Why would you take a break? Your butt getting too sore from sitting down too long? That happens to me a lot. Sitting on my computer desk here for too long drives me nuts. That's why, you know, every hour or every hour and a half to 2 hours, I got to get up and move. All right, let's back up a little bit so we can get a larger spray. Man, I haven't played this as an ending song in a long time. It's a gooder, too. Alright, I think we're going to have to switch over to the back and forth on this one here. Actually, let's get this gutter clean first. Alright, I think that's this side's done. Let's pick you up. Oh. Here, let's put it right here. Cool. So that's how the ladder works. Alright, I can handle that. That's a pretty simplistic system. Do you have members? Yep, I have, I believe it's 28, 29, possibly 30 members. They're all awesome. They're all amazing and awesome. Luke's one of them, as you can see by the hard hat beside his name. He's almost got himself up and over into the knighthood here. So just a couple more months of continuous subscribing and or memberships, and he will have himself his very own knight helmet. You know, like one of the ones that they wore not in medieval times, but just shortly there afterwards. And you can work your way up to, I think it's after 2 years, you get yourself the Big Daddy one. That's how YouTube sets it up. It's 3 months, 6 months, a year, I think. I can't remember. 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and then, yeah, a year, and then 2 years. Yeah. I think you'll be one of the first. You and Jeremy, I think, will be the first ones if you hold on to your memberships. They'll keep going. Ma keeps messaging me. They're getting really excited with how it's looking. Sounds like it's going great. Okay, great. I don't see her. She ain't out there. Maybe she's inside. She's listening to the pounding on the wall, and she's like, oh, he's doing such a good job. I can hear how much work he's doing. Oop. Oh, missed a strip there, but that's okay. We can claim back in a minute. You have a suggestion or a paid subscriber so you can get access to more content. Yeah, we literally just finished off on Thursday. We finish off Back to the Future. And so starting next week, on every Thursday, we will be releasing one of the videos that we did for the Back to the Future. Starting Thursday for the membership-only streams, we will be having... what was it? It was Ghostbusters, the remastered version. We will be bringing that to the channel for just the members only. And then once that gets finished up, that'll get released out to the public once a week as well. So I'm trying to give as much value to those awesome people who are supporting me. And at the same time, you know, for those who, you know, who don't have the ability at the time to maintain their subscriptions and that they will eventually be able to get caught up and see some of the stuff that they missed so far. Need a glass cleaner is what I need. But who wants to spend money when we were trying to buy ourselves the better stuff? Sherry! What you grilling today, Sherry? Today's a grill day here. It is just gorgeous out. I grilled myself up some hot dogs. I had a craving. I was going to do pizza today, and then I decided that, you know what? I want to proof my pizza dough so that way it's got lots of flavor in that. So I will have pizza tomorrow. Alright, let's see. Oh, really a mess up. Look at that. Took care of that quick. There we go. I think the roof's done. All that stuff in there cleaned up. Now let's get on this side. Homemade taco burrito wraps. Nice. Nice. I like doing those myself personally as well. They're really good. Now, do you make your own tortillas or are those store-bought? I'm not going to lie. I buy mine because I don't have a tortilla press. If I had a tortilla press, I would definitely do it. I got the cast iron pans to be able to cook them. I just don't have the press, and it's just too hard to roll out the amount that I need for my arms. It's just too much work on my arms and shoulders. I want to be able to enjoy my meal instead of having to take a nap after I roll out, you know, a dozen tortillas. Oh, very nice, Darmikian. Very nice. Barbecued ham steaks. Add some potato salad and some deviled eggs with that, and you got yourself a perfect summer's day meal. Well, that and maybe a margarita or a cold beer or two. You know, it just depends on what you like. Yeah. A bit of an alcoholic, or sorry, an adult beverage. Drink responsibly. Drink to rehydrate and drink for fun. But never drink to forget. Oop, wrong button. Wrong button again. I keep wanting to press E to rotate it, and it's R to rotate. Oops. I tell you, this glass is like the worst to clean. All right. There we go. Let's see what we can do for the deck. The balustrade, also known as railing. Store-bought, but I made them before. Agreed. Don't have the press. Have the flat skillet. Nice. Yee. I got the flat skillet for it. I just do not have the press. I want to get a press. As soon as GG can get moved on out and into his own place in an extremely small, tiny town, I will definitely get myself a P.O. box going here, folks, and a Twitch, Amazon thing wish list or whatever they call it. I don't know how any of that works. I don't have my own Prime account or anything, so never have. That's all been taken care of by the X. So I've never even ordered something on there. I was, you're not working, you don't need it. You want something, go make your own damn money. Jesus. But yeah, but okie dokie, whatever, lady. You just love your money as much as you can because, well, that's all you're going to have by the time it's done. Oh, this is going to be interesting trying to clean up all these if we can't reach in behind. Oh, Didn't even see that little jetty thingy that sticks out on the top of the porch because it was just blended in so well. Yeah, this place is doity. Doity, doity, doity. Clean, 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 clean. Alright. Let's take a look and see. Oh, there's a little bit down under here. Hey Derek, how you doing? Just getting caught up on chat here, folks. Yeah, there's a... If you look underneath there somewhere, there should be a subscribe button. Just nail that one. That'll give you all the infos that you're looking for. And I have choices for everybody's budgets. Yep. Yeah, that was one thing that was explained to me, that, you know, don't be afraid to put out 3 or 4 different price points, because not everybody can afford all price points. And there are some that are out there who want to do even more. And so make it available to them. So I did. I did as I was directed, and I've had nothing but good things come from people. People saying, oh, that's fantastic. You range anywhere from, I think it's like $2.99 upwards to like $30 a month or something like that. I can't remember what they all are. All I know is that I appreciate every single last one of you folks who are helping me out, especially during this time when YouTube is my only source of income. News on the government front, they're being pains in the asses because, you know, I've already applied for permanent disability once, and yet now my newest doctor, you know, gave me a report thing that's like, oh yeah, just until June, you know, he's not supposed to be working. And they're like, well, what the hell's going on? I'm like, well, I explained the story. Like, you know, look, this is what happened. You know, my previous doctor is no longer practicing medicine. He watched his best friend get macheted to death in their office together. Tried to save him. The guy bled out. And now he just upped and left medicine. I don't blame the guy for leaving medicine after watching his friend die like that, right? So, and they're like, oh, okay, but then all your reports and everything else, why does this doctor not agree with the other doctor? I'm like, I have no idea. I think this guy wants to just kind of, like, you know, abuse the system again, and I'm not going to be another guinea pig. And the lady agreed with me. She's like, no, you shouldn't be a guinea pig. She goes, if I don't have any luck with this doctor by the middle of June, then I'm just supposed to report him and then move on to the next doctor. Like she says, it's not doctor shopping at this point in time. I've been a guinea pig. I've been a literal freaking pincushion. I should not have to do it again, because the last time that they put me through all the medication runs and everything else, they end up giving me something called serotonin syndrome. And basically that messed with my brain really bad. Really, really bad. And like she says, there is absolutely no excuse and there's no reason for you to ever have to do that again. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. But until I can get such time that I can get the doctor to sign the paperwork for permanent disability, I can't get any type of government funding. So that really blows. Like she says, you know, it's like, you know, I can't go to school or anything else due to the difficulties that I have. And so she goes, you know, like, yeah, you know, she goes, yeah, you're just one of those people that, you know, definitely needs to be on disability. However, you know, you got to have your doctor do it again. And she goes, just get your original doctor to do it. And I told her exactly what had happened. And she was like, yeah, no. She goes, this is BS. She goes, just report this guy here if he's not going to do his job correctly. Like, oh, cool. All right. So yeah, this is my only source of income. Hey, Angela, how you doing? I haven't seen your lovely eyes in a long, long time. How you doing? I hope that school has done you very well, and that the job offerings are just pouring in by the dozens. You worked really, really, really hard while you were in school, and so you deserve to get the jobs that you're looking for, that's for sure. For those who are new to the channel, Angela Castle is our resident amazing author. And she has expanded her knowledge and gone to school, and she's gotten herself into the legal side of things now. So I think that's absolutely awesome. You're never too young to learn, right, Angela? You know, if you have the ability and the want and the drive to do it, I say go back to school for any subject that you are interested in. Definitely. Oh, you guys are back in lockdown too? Wow. Yeah, same here, Angela. Don't think you're alone in that one. We had my son was out of school for 3 weeks, and of course, out of that 3 weeks, I only got to see him for one weekend. Go figure. Oh God, the lawyers are going to chew her apart. But anyway, so in the end, yeah, we are now passing laws here because people are so entitled that they don't have to wear masks, that, you know, they are, you know, above everything. It's just disgusting here. My faith in humanity for the people that are around me in this city is just at an all-time low. I mean, I went to this one grocery store today just to pick up hot dogs and hot dog buns. And I'd say that there was a good 60% of the people that were in store were not wearing masks. It's like, until we reach herd immunity, it doesn't matter if you had your shots or not. You're still a carrier for the damn thing, you know? Quit trying to, you know, be better than everybody else. Just, God. It's disgusting, and I wish the stores would enforce their policies. No mask, no service. But they haven't been lately. You know, it's like, just disgusting. Just absolutely disgusting. Only 3 weeks? Hello, Tom. T-I-M? How is it, Tom? I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. If not, please correct me, because Deuce and I share the same quality. We butcher names in the worst way, and it takes us forever to get us set right. It does. Like, it took me forever to figure out Smudo. Cloyd. Now, that one was a tough one. Cloyd took me for a while. Moxie Foxy took me forever to start calling her Foxy instead of Moxie. I know where my... I know where I need to work on things, that's for sure. Trying! How much more needs to be done to this post? Oh, all along the bottom here. Okay. All right, that one's done. Woo! All right, what's missing on this side of things? Awesome. All right. When are you going to play Size Matters and Call Me T? That'll be next week. Size Matters is probably going to be on Wednesday next week. Monday is going to be Castle Flipper. Tuesday will probably be Lumberjack's Dynasty, and Wednesday will be Size Matters. That's my game plan so far. So I hope that works out for you. I really enjoyed that Size Matters. I really did. And at the same time, I don't want to play all of it through, because I do notice that the game is a little bit short. But my gosh, what a great game it is. I really enjoyed it. It took me a little bit to get used to it, but once I did, I fell in love. It's a great little game. It's something that I'd love to bring to the channel. You know, if they expand it out even more, I would love to do even more content on it. Just at the same time, I don't want to hurt the sales of the publisher and the developers by putting out so much content that people watch just on YouTube instead of going out and purchasing the game. So that's a little bit of, you know, behind the scenes with me, is that I worry about those developers. I want to make sure that, you know, they're getting their dues. You know what I mean? Like, making the most money that they can, because they put a lot of hard work into these games. And a lot of the publishers and that are out there, they take their cut. Steam takes their cut. And so every time a developer, you know, partners up with somebody, that's less and less money that goes into their pockets. That's less and less money for them and their families. So I'm really conscious of that. I want the developers and the publishers to make as much of it that they can for all that awesome hard work that they do. But at the same time, I don't want to be that guy who's going all out for just views and expanding the channel, you know, by showing off the ending of every game that I play. It's, you know, it's a bit of a tightrope that I kind of walk, but at the same time, it's something that I do to say thank you to those developers. You know, being from the industry, I know how much hard work it takes, how many late nights, you know, how much sacrifice a lot of these guys make with their families and that to come out with some really good content. So I would like to make sure that everybody gets their dues, that's for sure. Especially the developers. The developers just get pooped on when it comes to half of these publishers that are out there nowadays. Half of these publishers aren't even publishers anymore. They're just, oh, we know how to get you hooked up on Steam and Epic and Unreal and Uplay and, you know, all this other stuff. And then that's where it ends. You know, they're not doing any digital marketing. There's no, you know, reaching out to any bloggers, vloggers, content creators or anything. Publishers are like, oh yeah, I got like 6 people who are, you know, 1 million subscribers. They'll play any game we pay them for. Well, yeah, of course they're going to play any game you pay them for Christ's sakes. It's human nature. So, I look at it from the view of the poor developer who's working their butts off. Thank you very much, Luke. And that's something else too here. I am a straight shooter as well, if you guys haven't figured that one out already. You know, if I'm ragging on a game, I give you reasons why I'm ragging on it. I'm not, you know, just like, oh, this game's stupid, and then not give you a reason, right? I'll give you a reason every time, and I think that, you know, the community that we've built up so far is a lot of the same type of like-minded folk, and so they're pretty interested in the same games that I play, and they value my opinion as I value theirs. You know, if I'm being a little bit unfairly harsh, you know, I've been told by my chat before, like, well, that's kind of harsh. And then they explain their reasons why, and then I explain my reasons back, and, you know, we have a good old discussion on it. And I think it's awesome that, you know, we're all adult enough to not have hard feelings or be butthurt whenever, you know, an opinion gets changed. I can come on kind of strong, but, I mean, yeah, that's just who I am. I'm a strong-willed kind of guy. Alright, let's go into the details here and see what we got missing. Oh, 1 of 2 doors aren't clean. Okay. Gutters we haven't touched yet. A porch roof. That makes sense. We still got the roof to do. Posts. We have 5 of 6 posts. Alright, let's go figure out which posts aren't clean. I gotta sneeze. Why does the sneezing always happen to me? Oh, there we go. There we go. That's 6 out of 6 posts. Okay, posts is done. Now it said doors. Was it this door? Yep. That's done. Let's go on top. Alright. Oh, there's a chimney. Let's clean this off first, shall we? Yep. You know, life isn't about money, you know what I mean? Like, that's one of the main reasons why I'm getting divorced, you know? You gotta love people more than you love your money. And I'm not going to live in a situation where, you know, it's more about money than it is about, you know, spending time with each other. You know, when you're at the dinner table, unless you're, you know, watching something, everything together with everybody, not everybody should be on their own bloody electronic device or media watching device. Should all be either hanging out as a family or watching a show as a family or something, you know? That's my personal feelings. Oh, come on, what's left on this thing? Have to clean the inside of this thing too? Oh well, we'll come back to it. It'll probably tell us later what we're missing on it. Wah! Whoops. Went a little too far. It's the pandemic? Aw, that's funny. You know, I almost played Size Matters today. It was a pretty close toss-up the other day when I was thinking about what I wanted to play this weekend. I was like, Size Matters or this one. I figured I could probably get a longer stream out of this one than I could out of Size Matters, so that's why we're doing this one today. Just because I figured we could do, you know, a good 3.5 to 4 hour long stream here today. It'll all depend on how, you know, my muscles dictate to me, you know, like how long I can go. But as long as we're taking the right amount of recommended breaks, I can't see us doing anything less than 3 hours today. And so I wanted to make sure that we had a game that could do it. I'd be worried that if I tried to play 3 hours straight of Size Matters, that I might accidentally finish it. And it's like, I don't want to do that to the developers. They work so hard on their game. They don't need guys like me coming in, you know, and ripping through the game on them. You know, so that way other people aren't, you know, going to go buy it to play the game themselves. Oh, what am I stuck on? Oh, that ladder. Ladder's got me. Alright. Let's get this all cleaned up over here. Yep. Hydration levels are doing good. I'm looking at my ice cap, and as long as the sides don't start icing up, they're pretty good. But, I mean, then again, I have what's called a double-walled insulation cup that's made just for ice caps, courtesy of Tim Hortons. I don't know if you're available online or not, but if you are into drinking ice caps, there is no better cup that I have found. Now, there could be better cups out there, but I just haven't found them. So I'm just saying. Just saying. I'm really impressed with this cup. And I've actually had this cup for like 6 years now. So, you know, why would I go out and buy another cup if one works, right? Charlotte, how you doing? Have you tried making your own ice caps yet there, Charlotte? What about you there, wild one? Honeysuckle? Any y'all trying to make your own ice caps yet? Just think, for the price of 2 from the store, you can make yourself 6. Actually, you can make yourself a heck of a lot more, come to think of it. Because, I mean, it's only a one-time... Well, not just a one-time, but, I mean, the instant coffee, the chocolate milk powder, the cream and the milk. You know, you put all that together for the amount that you can make. Yeah. For the price of 2 ice caps, you're probably making yourself around 10. And not as commercially syrupy sweet either. No, haven't tried it yet. Oh, Lisa. You will one day, and you'll thank me for it. At least I hope you will. I hope it's the same taste that I get out of mine, because, I mean, you know, if I can, you know, make my mom, you know, who is a hardcore, you know, Timmy's only ice cap person go, that is really good. Maybe if we add a bit more vanilla in it. But then again, my mom likes that sickly syrupy corn syrup style drinks where I'm not into that type. I like flavor. I don't like cavities. You know what'd be really cool with this game is like if you could just like wet the whole area a little bit, and then as you go back over it afterwards, it completely washes off a lot easier because you had it wet down. That'd be pretty cool. As you saw in the last episode, we try using that cleaner over a large area, and The juice just was not worth the squeeze, unfortunately. Yeah. Spending the $10 on that, I think, is not worth it. At least not with these missions that we've done so far. Ice caps, that's what this is. It's an ice cappuccino. So it's like a frozen coffee type thing. It's really good. I was going to do a YouTube video on it, and just, yeah, with having an iPhone 6 Plus, it just wouldn't want to record properly. Tried using my brother's old phone. It was an old, like, Android something or other, and it too was having issues with the recording, so... Well, do the best that you can with what you got, right? So I did it on, just as a Discord stream. I thought that went rather well, actually. Lots of cool peeps came in and hung out and watched me make an ice cap. Or batch make ice caps, I should say. Oh, you're not a big fan of them? Ah, Charlotte makes smoothies. Nice. Fruit smoothies or fruit smoothies? Fruit smoothies or vegetable smoothies? One of my ex-in-laws are really into a pumpkin smoothie. I was not a fan. It just was too gritty for me. But at least she only does that, you know, one time, one season of the year. That's harvest season. Yeah, that was quite the interesting introduction to it. It's like, I made you a smoothie. We were out there, I think we were building one of the kids' play sets or something like that. And it's like, cool, thanks. And, oh, but what the hell is this? It's a cinnamon just grit. What is this? It's a pumpkin smoothie. It's a what? Am I being punked? Is there cameras on me somewhere? She didn't like that. She was a little, she didn't find the ha-ha in that. Not at all. Wait, you saying it's not that great? Yeah, I can't lie. It's not that great. I'm sorry. Oh, you're the first person to ever say that. Like, am I the first person to tell you the truth? Is that what it is? Is that what you're telling me? Or is it just that I'm just not a fan of it? Her hubby kind of giggle, snicker. Like going, oh yeah, I can see what's going on here. I'm the only one who's got the guts to tell her the truth. Not for me. Could be for you, but not for me. Yep. Well, that's the thing. I'm a straight shooter, right? I mean, I've always been a straight shooter. I do not do anything to hurt people's feelings on purpose. But if you ask me my opinion on something, then you damn well be ready to receive it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's one thing I've tried to teach my son is honesty. You know, people will respect you more for being honest and being open about your honesty, you know, being willing to talk about it, than they would be if you just give them a straight opinion and give them no reasons for it, you know? You know, don't be a dick about it, but at the same time, just say, yeah, no, it's, you know, it's not for me. You know, I'm glad that you found something that you like, but I will stick with such and such. You know? Like, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love raspberry mead. It's a mellow mel, and I love it. Absolutely love it. But blackberry mellow mel is more popular, and I do not like it nearly as much as I like a raspberry. I just that way, you know, just... Everybody's got different tastes, and that just happens to be mine. And it's just funny, every time I go, you know, to one of my old friends' houses, or, well, not really anymore, that's part of the ex-friends, but anyway, they were getting into making the meads and mellow mels and that as well, and they're like, oh, you gotta try this blackberry, and I tried it, and I was like, it's awfully sweet. It's got some tannins in it, but he does like to add raisins to his mellow mels, and I'm not really big in the tannic flavors. Less tannins for me, please. I kind of, like, some people would call them a fruity style drink. That's what I like. I quite enjoy that. Oh, now you're talking, Marilyn. Yep, honey. That's right. Mead is made with honey. Wine is made with sugar. And that's why I cannot wait to get my own property one day. Was supposed to be soon, but with the way the ex was acting and everything else, she just wanted all the money for herself. So Gigi isn't buying a house anytime soon now, so Gigi's back at square one at the late age of 43. Soon to be 44. Yeah. Father's Day this year, folks. Father's Day. Well, Father's Day is my birthday at the same time, so it's got a special meaning for me, Father's Day. I know a lot of people who are out there, it's like, oh, your birthday's just another day of the year. Well, for you it might be. For me, it's got special meanings. Yep. Honor my dad who, taught me to think for myself at a very young age. To think of, different possibilities and stuff in life. Always do, the best job that you can do to the best of your abilities and never feel bad for when you come up short because you did try your best. So, I've always been awesome to know that, I was born on Father's Day, type of thing. And pretty cool if you ask me. All right, let's see what we got here. Got a bunch of these little things here. Oop, all right, hold on. I gotta change a macro over here. Stream Deck. Bring up my razor, please. Bring up my orb weaver settings. Let me just find it. No. Where the hell is it? There we go. Got the tab back working. This will help us with the small stuff. But yeah, I agree with the person who left me the comment there that that having that big yellow flash up and down all the time got to be a little bit annoying. So I will try to do my best not to have it pop up that often. Yeah, I'll show you what I mean. They were talking about this here where it just keeps popping up big, bright, and yellow like that all the time. So I'll just kill it there for a minute and clean this all up. And we'll take a look for the little tiny spots if it doesn't finish. You betcha, Luke. Thank you so much for hanging out, dude. I know it's awfully late for you and you're having a hard time sleeping and that. So thank you so very much. I hope you had some time to relax and enjoy a bit of the stream before you nod off into the wonderful land of nodhood. I hope your pillows bring the dreams that you wish for, my man. Thank you once again for being an awesome supporter and an awesome member to the community, helping us out with all the moderating duties and the reminders of the likes and that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Same with you, Jeremy. I've always appreciated your help there and the reminders for everyone for hitting that like button and hanging out with us today. Because like they say, you know, and getting the channel brought out to new people using the unique views portion of the portion of the algorithm is pretty tough. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, that's one of the easiest ways for us to, small creators, to get out there for other people to see our content, is from you awesome folks coming in and liking the videos for sure. The earlier the likes, the more likes there are, the more likely the algorithm's going to recommend you. Alright, let's see if I can do this without falling. Uh-huh. Alright, we got it. Alright, did we get this one? I think we did. And, whoops. Okay, we're at 4-star rating, and we'll check it up. Dad's birthday was near Thanksgiving. Sometimes it was the same day, and it was his favorite holiday. Nice! This is June 18th. My ex-hubby's birthday sometimes his Father's Day. Yep, June 20th is mine, so it just happens to be this year's right on. Alright, I'm just over halfway done my ice cap. I'm going to take a quick couple seconds here and go fill it right up. I'll be right back. Enjoy the music. Open the door, let me through. Much better. All filled up and ready to grow. Close the back door there. Close it up. Yeah, the poor puppy. She was up 5-6 times last night. And because of that, she decided that she was going to sleep in a little bit, and she didn't get her normal amount of TRs that she normally would get. Alright, we're missing one gutter. Okay. Anyway, so because of that, she didn't get her 8 a.m. She didn't get her 10 a.m. today. So now she's just right beside herself. Every time she gets up, or every time I get up, she's like, you gotta give me one. Gotta give me one. And it's like, no, not gonna do it. And she don't like that. She gets a little bit miffy about that. Are you kidding me? You can't just set this on the ground? There, we'll set it here then. I want a picture. Maybe we'll do picture that looks like that. There we go. I was going to say, what happened? What happened? Yeah, she was up like, oh, and of course it takes me at least an hour and a half to get back to sleep. And so I was just about back to sleep 3 times last night before she, Daddy, I gotta go. So she was just peeing. It's not like she's got the squirts or anything. She's been drinking lots, so she's not dehydrated. Her nose is all cold and wet and everything. So I'm not worried about that. I'm just kind of disturbed that she kept waking me up last night. Like, come on, dog. I love you, but really. All right, let's see the end of this one here. The bungalow looks amazing, Doc. Thank you. You won't believe the impact it's had. Ma's down in the woods picking flowers, and Pops is muttering excitedly about another job he's got for you. So if you hear from a Leonard Millard, that would be him. All right, so let's see what else messages we got in here. Oh. I'm so glad you're here. Calvin's such a good boy. He's a volcanologist, you know? Mom keeps messaging me. They're getting really excited about how things are looking. It sounds like it's doing great. Okay, apparently even Pops is out of his rocking chair now and having a look. Excellent. The bungalow looks amazing, Doc. Thank you. You won't believe the impact it's had. Ma's down in the woods picking flowers. And Pops is muttering excitedly about another job that he's got for you. So if you hear from a Leonard Miller, that'll be him. All right. I think we already read that one. Continue. Ooh. Have we done 4 already? I remember the van. Oh, right. Cleaning the backyard. They had the pond and all that. That's right. Because I remember the dirt bike. And I obviously remember this one. So, sweet. Excellent. Looks like we're cleaning the playground. The park warden from Muckingham Recreation Ground. Dirt finder. They should feel fortunate they made it to adulthood some days. I hear you. You'll have to write a message or something on the next roof you do. G's, the 3 G's. There we go. Dirt finder. I've got a frankly ridiculous situation on my hands. You see, some of the local children have been coming down with a curious and unsightly form of dermatitis, and a few fretful folks have been putting it down to the condition of the recreational facilities. It's all nonsense, of course, but if we could just humor them and give the whole thing a thorough hose down, I would be most grateful. Well, if the kids are walking away with dermatitis after playing on your playground, I would think it's time to call us in. Call in the professionals. That's what we're doing. Let alone your pets. So yeah, no, this morning she was quite pushy that she wanted to have extra TRs and a bunch of stuff. So she's been a handful today. Oh, this thing's even red underneath. Well, no wonder the kids are getting dermatitis. You can't even tell what this thing was colored. I mean, just think of all the microbiologists, microorganisms that are growing all over this thing. Oh, they gotta clean underneath too, don't we? Yep, I figured as much. It's crazy how it goes from, I thought it was a wood finish to a painted finish. Yeah, I'd say this was dirty. Just a wee little bit. Let's make the park beautiful again, shall we? Alright. One bench done. Does this need cleaning? It does. What is this? Trash receptacle? It don't matter what it is. If it's yeller, we'll clean her. After we do this item here, I want to take a look with the macro on just to see how much stuff there is to clean up in this park. Oh, wow. There's a lot to clean up. No wonder why there was issues with kids getting what they call it again? Dermatitis? So, yeah. Gotcha, Lisa. 4 kids, 5 years? Yeah, that's a lot of diapers. Now, you see, we went with the cloth diaper, but I can't remember the name of the company's cloth diapers that we used. They were amazing cloth diapers. They were so gentle and everything else. My son, of course, being my son, has got the same type of skin issues that I have, so I'm very glad that we used these particular ones. They were absolutely fantastic for ease of use and for baby friendly for sure. His skin being so sensitive that we never had any issues. Believe it or not, we had more issues when we were out traveling and we had to use the disposable diapers. It would take him about 2 or 3 days to get over the rash that he would get from the plastic banding things that they have on the side. I guess it wasn't really plastic. It was kind of like a plasticized fabric that was on there, but I don't know if it wasn't because it wasn't breathing enough or what it was, but that material just left him just with a rash and just, oh, poor little guy. Rash on his hips and everything, but, you know, get him back into the cloth diapers, and, you know, 2 to 3 days later, he was all cleared up again, and he was happy and comfy and giggly as he's always been. Woo! Jump to attention! Alright, this should be the last. Yeah. See, are there any more benches? Yep, there's another bench and another receptacle over here. Let's get the receptacle. Okay, we got this all cleaned up nice and pretty. Oh no, we've got to do this side, right? Alright, that one's done. Alright. I'd say we're getting this park cleaned in a jiffy. Well, at least the benches and that. I have a feeling this is going to take us a while over here. Now, just a reminder, folks, we will be taking probably a 10-minute break so I can let the dog out and get a big stretch on and everything else. When you reach about an hour and a half to 2 hour mark here, whichever, you know, whatever is a good proper time, as I can feel already my legs are starting to just jitter up a little bit. So it's always a good time to let your puppies out, as well as get yourself a top up of your drinks for hydration. Can we? Oh, we can. He shoots. He scores. Sorry. Don't know why I did that, but I had to. All right, now I'm going to turn this on. Aha! And let's see if we can wash the edge. Just want the edges washed all the way around, so that way the perimeter has been set. Now these look pretty clean, but there are some zones, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Oh, what's going on? Oh, I'm hitting the fence, that's why. That makes sense why I was moving closer to the playground when I didn't want to. Alright, I'm gonna have to change nozzles. Get that close-up stuffs. Gotta get this all cleaned. So has anybody else finished this game up? Not looking to finish tonight. I'm hoping we don't finish tonight. I would like there to be a lot more content than that in this game, but it is early access, so I don't know where we're at for the amount of content that's available in-game. Hey, Alchemy, how you doing today, Smiles? Yeah, I heard that your sub count's going up and down. Don't worry, that is very normal for YouTube. Every night I lose 3 subscribers and then I gain 3 subscribers in the morning. What I think it is I think it's people who are signed in on their TVs. When they turn the TV off, they get signed out for more than half an hour, and so it's like they don't exist anymore. So I have at least three subs that happens like that every night for me. So I wouldn't be too worried about that. There we go. Okay, so yeah, every once in a while I notice that I can't spray. All I have to do is press E and then E again to bring up this menu. And then I can start spraying again. I don't know what's causing it, but at least there's a workaround. Alright, so I'd say we are clean. Yay! Oh. Stretch, stretch. Huh. Alright, stand up, G. Stand up. Let's work on the dinosaur first, shall we? Get all the yeller off the yellow. Make it easier to see where we're going. Why, that yellow-bellied dinosaur? Getting so dirty and then hiding from his bath for years. Don't worry, we found him in his wild natural habitat, and we shall clean him like he has not been cleaned since the day he was born. Figure we get most of this upper part, or the upper part, we'll get most of the lower part done first, and then we'll go over to the uppers. Oh, it is a nice little purple under there, though. I'll give it that. Cool. Would never have known that it was that good looking till now. Trying to get as much of the floor as possible around the dinosaur, and then when we go to the other side, maybe we'll catch up the rest of it. Then we can just get all the little stragglers that happened afterwards. So, has anybody put in a review for this yet? Has anybody picked it up yet? Now, I'm not one for writing reviews on games until they've reached full access. So right now this game is early access, so I wouldn't be writing a review on it. However, I would give you a recommendation to pick it up if this is something that you're interested in, because I'm enjoying the heck out of this one. A couple good games have come out lately. A couple good ones. That Castle Flipper, like that one. What else was there? There's the Size Matters, PowerWash Simulator. Pretty much anything that we're doing on here. Youngest would love the dinosaur in the playground, so would mine. No worries, Alchemy. You enjoy that dinner. Enjoy the family time. Oh, that is a delicious, delicious iced cappuccino. But it's starting to melt off quick, even though I put it in the... I wish I had a taller freezer. I don't. I have a short, squat freezer. Yeah, I have one of those... what do they call them? A cabinet freezer? And so my blender glass thing does not fit inside of it, so I got to put it in the fridge. And the ice caps don't stay as frozen in the fridge as long as they stay frozen in this double insulated cup that I have here. So this one's getting a little bit liquidy, not as much beautiful ice crystals in it as I'd like. Just means I gotta drink it faster. Daughter came over last night and saw me playing this. She took my computer away and started playing it herself. Yeah, that'd be kids. They see their, mom and pa's got something good going on, and then, they want to be part of it. Next thing you know, you ain't able to play or anything for a while. Which is fine. I got a bunch of kindergarten games and everything for my kiddo as well on my computer, so whenever he comes over, I let him have a little bit of time on it each day if he wants to, and he'll play those up really well. So it's good to see him playing, because then I can get a good judge of where he's at for his reading and writing. Well, not so much writing, but his reading and numbers and letter recognitions, that type of stuff. So yeah, the best part is I can also see, how well does he take instructions, because a computer you can't ask questions with. You just kind of got to listen and, and do, the best that you can with the instructions you got, right? So I get to see as well, what how he does with that. Oh yeah, let's get that dino clean. How you liking that there, Dinette? How do you think? Is that gonna feel like you're a whole new Stegosaurus? Alright, stand up. With the real Slim Shady, please stand up. Please stand up. Need to watch a nice chill game. Thanks for stream. Oh, you're more than welcome, Alchemy. And she's 25 and loves playing games like this. Oh yeah, heck yeah, I'm 43 and I'm still loving these games. I'm a Toys R Us kid. A million toys that I can play with. Video games. Yeah. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Yeah. I quite enjoy the games, so. And that's the thing. I try to play games that I enjoy on the channel. I do get offered games on such platforms like Keymailer, or developers will reach out to me and like, hey, do you mind playing our game for us? And I'll look at it, and it's like a top-down scroller, like a police shoot 'em up or something, and it's like, no, unfortunately, that is not a game I would enjoy. And from what I can tell in development, you probably don't want me being the one to showcase that particular game, because there are several things in here that I noticed that would irk me enough that I would point them out. And my common sense probably wouldn't make you folks happy for me doing the content coverage on it. So, I'm honest. I've turned down more games than I've played, honestly. I've turned down way more games than I've ever played. Just because I know me, and I know that I'm a straight shooter, and that I'm going to tell my community my honest and true feelings on something. And if it's, well, in my opinion, no good, I'm going to tell you guys it's no good, and then I'll tell you why I don't think it's any good. Yeah, it's hard to clean underneath the belly of this beast. So we'll get a little bit more done here, then we'll do the yellow tag thing, and we'll see what we missed so far. Is there a reason why you're not going to let me walk? Okay. Yep. There was a reason. GG was hitting the wrong button. Alright, I think it's time we do the flip. There we go. I do like being able to twist the nozzle, being able to put on that extension. I think that was great ideas on the behalf of the developers on this. So far, I'm loving this. This is a great simulator game. It's not pretending to be anything but what it is, and I am very appreciative for that. I'm very impressed with this game so far. Yep, that's true. That is very true, Alchemy. You are the same when it comes to that type of stuff, too. Alright, so let's add the extension again. Stand back, stand up. Alright, let's turn that flashing off for a little bit so we're not feeding the seizures. Not that I'm having one at this particular time. Just that I don't wish to give anybody an epileptic seizure. That's not, part of what the game's all about. They don't have it flashing for a reason. I probably shouldn't have it flashing either. And if you enjoy showcasing the game, people can tell. Well, I would hope so. Like I've always said, I'm a straight shooter kind of guy, so if I'm not liking something, I'll give you the reason why I don't like it. But then again, I have what's the word I'm looking for? I have strict expectations, you could say, about games. I started off in the industry where it was, either a cartridge or it was going to be a DVD, or a CD. If the game went out to what we call print, at the time, the game was going out to print, meaning it was going out to get printed onto a cartridge or onto a CD, sorry, I keep saying DVD. That it would, that was it. There was no second chances. If you put out a bad game, it's always going to be a bad game. There was no way for them to update it or patch it. So I come from the industry when everything had to be perfect, as was, like from the day that it of release, right? So I really do have set high expectations for all developers and programmers just from that alone. I do not agree with early access that is out there right now. I think it's a great way for developers, independent developers, to, get away of funding a little bit, but I think it's being overused and taken advantage of to the point that now it is, it's wrecked the whole idea of it, of what its whole purpose was. Too many people come in and made abandonware games, and I can understand the odd few where, things happen, somebody gets divorced, computers get sold, they no longer have the power. That I can understand, but when it comes down to thousands of games becoming like that, that puts a bee in my bonnet, you could say. Something I would like to have seen this game added was a bit of a radio or something in here, like where, whether it be sim radio or something along those lines, something that you can just add some good tunes in, because whenever I was working landscaping, I always had some tunes in my ears. Hey, Brian, how you doing, man? I'm doing good. Oh, Alchemy, I love that game. I do. It is awesome. It's just as good as this one. Just as good as this one. It's very low paced, or slow paced. There's no real frustrations other than the tutorial could be a little bit better. I had a bit of an issue trying to figure out how to do the wood thing. But with those awesome viewers that we got, peoples of the community, they got me sorted. Oh, excuse me. Why do I have hiccups? Oh. But yeah, with them, they're awesome folks. They were able to walk me through about how to find the particular right board for the particular right situation. There does seem to be one bug in it. I accidentally cleaned up one of the treasure chests before I was able to access it. And that really sucked, because I was missing out on some treasure on there. But, hey, now we know about it. You know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to switch out heads. And I do like the fact that we're on a slide, and when we're on the slide, we're actually sliding downwards as we're cleaning it. So I think that is pretty cool as well. I think I was reading in the Discord, somebody was like, oh, all this sliding around at the park, when I was working on the dinosaur. I'm like, oh, what do you expect? You're on a slide. I would hope you'd slide down, you know, quite honestly, but, you know, to each their own, to each their own. Might have to give flipping a go. Oh yeah, it is great. It's not like House Flipper. It has, you know, a little tiny bit in similarity, but it's its own standalone game for sure. It is definitely its own standalone game. I quite enjoy it. I like the fact that you got to do these little mini puzzles and stuff to get other furniture. It's not necessary, but it is nice to have. You know what I mean? It's just a little something extra to the game. I think that was great. I honestly do. There we go. All right. Let's have a looky-see. Let's have a looky-loo at Mrs. Stegosaurus. Let's do that. Screeny. That looks good. That looks really, really good. All right. I'm going to go refill up the last of my ice cap here. I think it'll be the last of it. Not 100% sure. If it isn't, it'll be real close. Going to let my dog out. So we're going to take about a 5 to 10 minute breaks. Using ladders on showcases how much sliding happens. It's a little annoying, but it's workable. Oh, I've never actually stood on the ladder. I've usually just put the ladder up and then climbed up to the top of the house. It's the only time we've had a ladder. I actually haven't done it for anything else. So we'll have to check that out here in a bit and see if there's any merit and credence to what people are talking about. I think, yeah, after we come back from the break, we'll get started on the carousel. Or is that a merry-go-round? I think it's called a carousel. I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments there in the chat and that, and I will be back with you folks in just a minute after I let my dog go out because, well, I don't want her peeing on the floor, so, and I need to stretch. So, back in a couple minutes, folks. You want to go outside here? Come on, go outside. Hey, look at that. The music stayed playing this time. Yay! Alright, doggy's still outside here, so while she's a little bit outside, I can go ahead and just keep on powering through here for a little bit. She's decided to sun herself a little bit, so no worries. She can enjoy her time out there. Let's see, let's catch up on the stuff. So merry-go-round is what Marilyn's calling it. It's a merry-go-round. A carousel has the animals. Oh, okay, gotcha. That's the difference. Okay, so the carousel's got the animals. A merry-go-round is where you spin people around and they get hurt. There was a kid in, I think it was my elementary school or something like that, who this was getting spun around and around and around, and one of these bars clipped him in the head, and yeah, he had a concussion pretty bad from it. See, Honeysuckle says we had a girl break her leg on the merry-go-round at school and they removed the merry-go-round after that. Yeah, I don't see these anymore anywhere. You know, kids don't know how to play responsibly anymore. That's for sure. You know, when I was in school, we used to have the things look like a rocket ship made out of metal and stuff that you could climb up on. Like, it was a good, 15 feet up in the air. You fall from that, it's going to hurt. So we didn't fall. We played responsibly. Now today, kids are like, look at me, I can jump. Yeah. Thump, break a leg. Ah! School's getting sued. Like, seriously? No. If your kid's dumb enough to jump off of that? Yeah, but then again, survival of the fittest isn't around anymore either. You know what I mean? Yeah. Drives me nuts sometimes that, a lot of the things that we took for granted when we were kids that we had lots of fun on isn't around anymore because kids these day and ages just aren't prepared to think for themselves to do it. To be able to play on those and to enjoy them. Not to do stupid things so that things get taken away. Sam's like, yeah, that was me. Yeah, I was that kid in the past. Yeah. Yeah, just think if there were giant sloths and cave bears around and some saber-toothed tigers, you wouldn't be. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't be around, taking risks like that. Like, oh, let's go poke the bear. Not a smart idea, Hold on, that's what I want to do. I want to get back here so I can clean more appropriately. Yeah, it's just, it's very disheartening for me anyway that, like, when we were kids, we had some pretty cool, elaborate playground type things going on. And it was so awesome, like clubhouses style things and that. They're not there anymore. My son's never going to have that freedom to play on those types of equipments ever at all due to the behavior of other children. And I think that really sucks that, my poor kiddo doesn't get a chance to have the type of fun that I had when I was a kid. Because that's what it was. We had a ton of fun when we were kids. But I mean, in this day and age, you can hardly get a kid to go out on a bicycle nowadays. So sad. Sad pandas. My husband calls it natural selection. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, I'm surprised. I thought I would have heard my dog scratching by now, but oh, I got one earbud in. Well, yeah, exactly, Lisa. Today, the lines of communication are so wide open that, there's things called Tide Pod challenges. You guys hear that crap? Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You want to put a soap product in your mouth. Yep, natural selection right there. Yep. Even my kiddo knows that, soap isn't great. Well, then again, I used to always, like, hey now, you say those words when mom's around for no reason. You say those words, we're going to wash our mouth out with soap. And, he knew better. He knew how to use them. Context, time and place, the right people around, then yeah, it's fine. But, You know, like, oh, yeah, let's just put a Tide Pod in her mouth. It's like, yep. And you should not be in charge of anything. Enjoy working at McDonald's for the rest of your life. Making bad decisions. What gets me is that there were some adults who were dumb enough to do it. Like, oh, come on. And yeah, I will use that very strong word, dumb. You know, like, come on. Seriously? You have children? You probably shouldn't, you know? Like, gosh. You know, disappointment in the human race, that's for sure. Natural selection, yep. Mm-hmm. Gary, good evening, my man. Good evening. I hope you enjoyed your Saturday so far, dude. I hope you got a bit of outside time if the weather was nice. I spent a good 2 hours out there with the doggo earlier. This is probably why she's not wanting to come back in right yet. She's just out there enjoying the sun, bathing herself in its limited amount of monthly light. She does not like any season but summer season. She quite enjoys the summer times. She'll go out there and roast herself for hours and hours and hours. Oh, hold on. What's going on? Something going on here. Hold on. I hear the back door. Oh, thanks, bro. Thank you. Oh, okay. He just let his dog out, so he did the dog swap. So nice. I don't have to go grab hair anymore. All right, good evening. You know, sorry I'm late as I was watching the History Channel, by the way. Is your birthday about the third week of June? Yeah, my birthday's on June 20th. It's actually on Father's Day this year, so I can't wait. I'm going to get kiddo for a couple of nights that weekend, so yay! I'm hoping I get him for both Friday and Saturday night that weekend, which will be awesome. But I'm not the gatekeeper of the rules of that. Yeah, no, I'm just letting the X just sink her boat real good and fine on that. I would never prevent my child from seeing mom whenever she wants. And kiddo wants to see me as often as possible, and yet, you know, I get to see him once a month. Go figure. But don't let the courts decide her actions. Alright, we're done? We're done. Alright, let's take a look and see. Oh. We did a good job over here cleaning up, looks like. Uh-huh. Oh boy, this is looking like this is going to be complicated. Here we go. My kids are luckily smart enough not to fall for those silly social media challenges. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a time and a place for those things. Like, oh, what the one I'm thinking of here, the ice bucket challenge. That was for ALS, right? Well, there's no harm, no foul. For that, I'd say, yeah, go for it. You know, if you're not worried about having a heart attack because, you know, you're getting a bucket of ice water tossed on you, and you want a way to help raise money or an awareness, then yeah, I would say that was a great idea. No harm, no foul. But this Tide Pod challenge? Yeah. Not so great in my books, if you ask me. Yeah, you know, it only takes one person to be allergic to the detergent or something in there and have themselves an anaphylactic shock and, you know, have to go to the hospital. And next thing you know, all Tide Pods are behind lock and key or alarms. And, like, really? That's a society that, you know, that's living today? Interesting. Interesting indeed, if you ask me. Definitely a sign of the times? Hmm. Why did that not clean? Maybe that's not a single piece. Maybe not. Cinnamon challenge. Jesus. I think I heard something about that. Oh, I forgot my camera. Sorry, folks. Yeah, that's the one where they put like a whole teaspoon of cinnamon in your mouth. Well, last I checked, isn't cinnamon one of those hydrophilic things that it doesn't dissolve in water? So yeah, sure. Let's just put that in our mouths. You know, that's made up of all water. You know, think first, and if you're not 100% sure about something, do a little bit of research first before you go and do that. You know, just saying. Just saying. Yeah. I don't know. You know, and the favorite Mike's phrase there, I don't know. Why would somebody do that? I don't know. I wouldn't know if they would have died from that there, alchemy, but you definitely, you know, if you start choking on some of that cinnamon, you could definitely easily get it in your lungs. You know? Now, I'm not saying I'm, you know, very smart or anything like that, but, you know, I'm smart enough to know to protect myself, you know? And I think that's something I would want to protect myself from, is something hydrophilic being put into my mouth like that. Thank you very much. Hydrophobic? Hydrophilic? I can't remember the proper term for it, but yeah. See? Not so smart, but smart enough to know better. At least I hope I'm smart enough to know better. To this day, I wish I would have bought Bitcoin, though. Back when it was like cheap. Like, we're talking like 2013 cheap. Hey man, I'll sell you 1,000 Bitcoin for $100. Let me look into Bitcoin. It can be used for, you know, black market trades. I don't think I want to have anything to do with it. Now that it's starting to get legitimized, it's like, oh, I should have had something to do with it. But at the time, I was thinking I didn't want to have anything to do with black market crimes. I didn't want them to have another way of, you know, moving money around. That's why I never got into crypto. And then by the time, you know, it got to the point where, you know, it seemed pretty legit, it was already too expensive for me to invest into. It had already spiked over like $300 per coin. It was like, no. However, I did have a buddy when he was streaming on Twitch. He had somebody who donated him 15 Bitcoin at one point in time when it was, you know, just pennies on the dollar. And I remember when he got it, he's like, who the hell's donating me Bitcoin? And then later on, yeah, he used that Bitcoin when it went up to like 19, 20,000 or something like that. And he ended up selling it all and buying himself a motorhome and touring the Americas for a year and change. So, you know, good on him. Good on him. Thank you, Gary. Thank you. I missed what Parmoni had said there. How's little Caveman? Caveman's doing awesome. Doing awesome indeed. His allergies are starting to outgrow them as well. So his allergies this year were not as bad as they have been in the past. So very happy for that. So he's following the exact same pattern that I did when I was a kid. You know, by the time I was about his age, I had just peaked out to where my allergies were at, and then it just started getting better and better year after year after year. And I'm hoping he's the same as me, if not even better, where, you know, his allergies don't come back. Mine started coming back when I got older. So I'm hoping that he's the exact opposite. I hope that his never come back, because, well, being outside in the springtime when all the trees are in full bloom and the flowers, the first early flowers are starting to set their petals. It's a great time of year. Everything just all beautiful coming out, you know, winter hibernation. I love it. Grasses are green. But then again, you know, Canada has a very, very, very short season for all the spring, summer, and fall. So we have mostly winter here. We have less than a 90-day growing season most years. So we have to do a lot of indoor starts and stuff like that as well, if we want to have a nice garden put in. So you need lots of space. So, you know, a lot of these people who live in smaller homes, you know, matchbox houses, I call them, they just don't have the space. You know, a family of 3 or 4 just does not have the space to also have a garden because, I mean, you know, you fire up your lawnmower, you walk 5 steps, and, well, that was your entire lawn mowed right there. Yeah, we have lots of space here in Canada, just that you don't have lots of space when it comes to housing. They just cram you right in. And then, you know, you basically got to be a millionaire plus in order to have anything with any type of space. Yeah, there are very, 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 very few places in my city that's got over an acre of land on their property. Very limited. And if you do, you're looking at about, you know, $1 million home, $1.9 million home. And that had 1.5 acres worth of yard. So it sits on a 2-acre lot, you know, so you got your half acre of house and garage, and then you got, you know, 1.5 acres of yard, and, you know, that's 1.9 million here to buy. Doc gave you details to a colleague who needs a hand with her new place in the burbs. It's the old Diath place, so I hope you don't get spooked easily. Ooh, cool. We get to clean a haunted house? That would be cool. Alright, let's clean these bars next, shall we? Let's start at the top, work our way down. Oop. Keep hitting the wrong button to rotate. I told you guys, the scroller... The controller scheme for the keyboard on this, not like just the keyboard buttons and everything else, is just happens to be that one configuration that I always mess up on. Always. Oh, your mom was allergic to goldenrod. Ah, gotcha, gotcha. For me, it seems to be tree pollen. Tree pollen, all types, whether it be the flowering trees. Like, I love cherry trees. Absolutely love the trees. Just their beauty, the leaf structure, everything. I absolutely love cherry trees. But, oh my God, do they ever bring out my allergies now. Oh, man. That's, if I have 1 or 2 cherry trees near me, I'm living off reacting until they're done their flowering. And I mean, that's like when all the flowers have fallen off and little fruit sets have started. Then I'm doing all right. But until then, oh man, is that ever a brutal day on my allergies. Man, this thing's a little bit complicated to clean. I like it. I like it. I like having a bit of a challenge. Oh, boy, did I ever miss some spots here. Let's turn this on here again. See if I can get a lot of the stuff that I missed. Oh wow, I missed a lot on that pole. Wow, alright. Have to see if we can fix that from here. I wonder if we can climb on the inside of these things. I bet you we have to in order to finish it up. So for now, let's just go in here and get this all clean. Allergic to penicillin. Oh, gotcha. I was very happy we didn't have social media back when I was a teen. You know, and that's the thing. You know, I can understand the time and the place for it. But, I mean, even myself being a social media, you know, like a content creator, sorry. Not social media, but, you know, like really, I could, you know, increase my channel probably 3 times faster if I were to be on every single one of those social media platforms, hawking my wares, just like every other business does. You know what I mean? Like, I probably could, but, you know, for my mental health, I just can't be bothered. Like, quite honestly, you know, like, I did the Facebook, you know, way back when in the day. Got burned by that real bad from identity theft. So, I've kind of got a bit of a hate on for the Facebook. But there's just so many people who just base their entire lives off, you know, their worth. Because, you know, like, their social standings in Facebook or, you know, of the like. And it's like, why? You know, if you know you're a good person, then why are you worried what other people think? You know, like, who cares about thumbs up, thumbs down for rating yourself? You know, it's the people that, you know, you surround yourself with that counts. You know, at the end of the day, like I said, you know, money is one thing, but, you know, it's not something you can take with you when we leave this earth. And I'd rather, you know, if there is an afterlife, I would like to think that, you know, it's based on my memories. It's not based on how big my bank account was. I'm a rich man when it comes to memories with friends. You know what I mean? Lots of good times in my lifetime. Lots of good things to ponder back on when I no longer, you know, have the corporeal body that I'm living in. Alright, let's take a look and see how much we got left under here. Not bad. We did alright. I got a feeling that's up above. Yeah, I think that's up above. That's I'm out of my pay grade. My eldest daughter used to post things like, today was so bad, and that's it. Yeah, exactly, you know. Had a rough day today, you know, got over it by, you know, I had myself an Oreo cookie sandwich or something, you know what I mean? Like one of those ice cream sandwiches. Yeah, you know, like, you know, that's great. You had a bad day. Well, what'd you do about it? You know, like, when I post, like, hey guys, look, I am not feeling good today. You know, I'm having, you know, bad muscle issues. You know, going for a lay down, you know, you know, at least I try to explain, you know, like what's going on. Gary, oh, thank you so very much. You awesome members, you and that, you know what to do. Let's leave Gary some love with the caveman, the Gargoyle hot, some special hot chocolates for the Gary himself. Yeah, give me a second. I'm trying to get the GG's emojicons to pop up here. There we go. There they are. Give some hot chocolate love. Give some Hera love. There we go. Thank you, Gary, for being an awesome and tremendous and amazing man, for helping support the channel, for all that you do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here all the time. You know, I hope we provide you the entertainment and that you know, gives you the smiles that you need, that gets you through every day, knowing that you are appreciated and that we all love you hanging out with us. You come up quite often in our discussions afterwards with the Simdicates, you know, like we're just like, oh, you know, that Gary, what an awesome dude, you know, things like along those lines. You know, always hanging around, you know, taking the time out of your day, you know, to come hang with every one of us, you know, catching almost all our content, you know. Thank you, dude. Thank you. We really appreciate it so very much. Yeah. Alright, so let's get a little bit more cleaned up over here. How about we clean up most of this pad? Let's do a pad thing before we go back and do all the complicatedness of that the park. Let's get the pad cleaned up. Because I think that the hardest part is going to be this actual playground to clean. I just think that there's going to be nooks and crannies and things that we're going to have to, you know, bend over backwards, look between our knees, you know, that type of stuff. I think that's what's going to happen to get this one cleaned up. So that being the case, I want to get as much of this pad cleaned off as possible, so then that's all we're focusing on is just this playground. And just the actual structure of it. Can't wait until we bring up the money so that way we can get the new equipment. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the other pressure washers can do for us. Oh, thank you, Gary. Thank you, my man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The thanks goes to you, dude. The thanks all goes to you. And I think we're doing okay here. I think we're doing all right. I'm really worried about going and checking the yellow stripes here, but I wanted to get most of this pad done here as possible before we start bringing up the flashing yellows. Give it the flip. Well, since we're here. Let's give it a little bit of a tidy. I bet you're going to have to do the backside of this one. I bet, I bet, I bet. Oh, thank you so much, Lori. You have a wonderful weekend as well. I hope that you have yourself a wonderful time. I hope you got some plans. You know, I hope everybody gets to sit around the campfire over the next couple of weeks and, you know, have some s'mores or whatever type of campfire snacks you like to have. Just to take some time out, just to enjoy the outdoors. You know, summer's coming right around the corner here. It's going to start getting really, really hot. I don't know about you folks, but I noticed my very first mosquito came out today, so skeeter season's coming again. Makes it harder to enjoy the outdoors when you got skeeters biting you. I swear, you know, all these creatures got a thing for the ginger. You know, they want that ginger snap. And I snap on them. What are you doing biting me, mosquito? I did not invite you to suck up on my blood. Oh, hey, that one's clean. Nice. Sweet. I thought it was going to be the whole park thing we needed to be clean. All right, let's take a look now and see what we got for flashing yellows on the ground. Oh, we got a little bit right here. Let's get that cleaned up. Oh, all right, don't hit tab when that's flashing. Gotcha. All right, what do we got for over here? Oh, we got a little bit of cleanup on the ground. So I'm not going to worry too much about this post stuff here too bad because, well, oh, look at that. It's clean. This place will be perfect in order for the caveman and all the other fun little kids to come through and enjoy themselves on it. By the time we're done, it's gonna look like $1 million. And the way government pays, I bet you this park is worth like $1 million. There's no water park here. How dare they? Oh, that's good. It probably would give them like some sort of athlete's foot or something. Ringworm. They had a water park here for how filthy it is, so maybe it was a good thing that they didn't have a water park. If I get this game, I'm going to have to pick your brain on the macros thing, the tab thing. Oh, I'm using my... I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm using my Orb Weaver in order to do that. It's got a program in there that I can set up macros on. So, if you have the Orb Weaver, I'd be more than happy to walk you through it. I wish there was a way that I could save the file and just send you the file. It's, But I think I'm probably the only YouTuber that you've seen do that on. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm the only YouTuber capable of doing it. I just don't see too many other content creators doing it. But then again, I don't know how popular this game is right now either. I'm enjoying this game. I'm not looking at it like this is a business of mine, so I'm not, you know, deep into all the, the popularity of it or anything. I don't know how many people are playing it at one time, you know, that type stuff. You know, I'm not offering companies my help anymore. If a company wants my help, then they're going to have to pay for it just like anybody else would nowadays. You can thank Toplets for that. They burned me out. Toplets and DNA Army, they just burned me out. They basically, you know, between the two companies, I felt like I've been used enough at this point in time that it's like, yep, no, I'm not giving you guys anything anymore. If you want anything, you're going to have to pay me for it. Otherwise, I'm just going to do my content creation and enjoy and have fun with my hobby. It's been a down day for you. I needed the kind words. Ah, well, you're all worth them smiles. You're worth every kind word we can give you. Yeah, like I said, yeah, the don't worry about the YouTube subscribers. It goes up and down like a yo-yo. I was up at 968 at one point in time. Now I'm down to 963, which is fine. You know, it's an up and down world. It's, you know, some people only come to watch you for certain games and then they move on, which is, you know, absolutely fine. You know, I found that, you know, a lot of the core subscribers for the channel that I have, not the ones that are all here, you know, watching or anything, but a lot of the core, you know, the substantial amount, you know, they came for, you know, Farmers Dynasty, and then, you know, they left, and then they came back for Lumberjacks Dynasty, and then instead of leaving, when I took a hiatus from it, they just decided to, you know, just keep the subscription up and keep their eyes on it. And anytime I put out some, you know, Lumberjacks Dynasty, they're back again. You know, they're back for the views. Or at least my views show that they're back, right? So that's why I don't worry about it. I don't judge myself from that. I judge myself from when I do my own reviews, when I watch my stuff back. Like the other day when I was playing this, I missed a lot of chat. I hadn't realized that my chat was that busy. I felt bad, but at the same time, I think I did hit almost all the conversations that were going awesome. Yeah. Yeah, Alchemy's doing her hardest, you know, doing her best with the situation she's got in life. And, you know, from all of us folks out there, that's all we can ever ask a content creator, right? Is, hey, you know, do the best with what you can. Don't stress yourself out over it. You know, it's not... I still wonder why they used to use this fancy pants shock absorbing rubber compound on playground flooring, not the good old fashioned creosote. Gee, could we say carcinogen maybe? Is this the extraordinary Dr. PowerWash? We got your details from Cal. We got a dirty old house and need some TLC. Alright, so it sounds like we're definitely got another level that we get to do after this. Sweet. I was worried this was going to be the last of it. But from the sounds of it, there's going to be more! Alright, let's hit the tab thing here and see what we're missing. Because it's not so much what we're missing on the inside in here. I was hoping to have this thing finished. Oh, I see why this isn't finished. There we go. Now it is. There was lots there. Alright. This is very satisfying. Alright, we'll turn that off. We'll come back to that in a couple of minutes when we do the "Are we done yet? Are we done yet?" thing. Flip on and go up. Way up. I say this is looking alright. I like the color schematics that were underneath all this grime. It was really nice to see all these colors that popped. What really got me was that the bench, when it was so grimy that we couldn't even tell that there was red paint underneath. Could not tell at all. Sorry if you guys hear the sniffling out every once in a while, my apologies, but like I said, these allergies just got my sinuses just dripping sometimes. At least so far I haven't heard this come out, and then all of a sudden it's just like somebody just let go of a hose and I'm dripping everywhere. That's what happened last night. Just as we were ending off our podcast recording. You guys, I know Deuce well enough. He's not going to. He'll leave that in. He'll leave that in. He told me he was going to. Because they're like, "Gee, you going to say goodbye?" And I'm sitting here just behind I have my microphone on mute, and I'm sneezing my head off, blowing my nose, going crazy, trying to get to the point where I could say goodbye. It was funny. It was hilarious. And I mean, then when I came back on, I think he could tell. I mean, I was like, guys, sorry about that. I don't pay much attention to the sub count. It's the views I watch. More than half my views aren't even from subscribers. I have around a 27% is what I have for the amount of people that watch my videos that are compared to subscribed. So it's around 27%. I only have, I think it's a 3.5, 3.6 average sub rate for unique viewers. So yeah. Sherry says, when I start watching a new to me channel, I watch several videos before subscribing to make sure it's something that I like to keep watching. You know, I'm pretty much the same way when it comes to live streams and that too. I will watch somebody, and if I'm not 100% sure by the end of the time that I'm going to put in to watch, I won't subscribe or follow or anything on Twitch. What I will do is I will mark their name down in like I have a folder for people to watch. It's private, so you guys don't see it or anything else, but I'll mark it as a video that, you know, I'll come back to watch again, or a series or something like that. And if I watch more than 3 videos, then I usually subscribe. You know, to tell you the truth, I think at this point I have probably just as many people I've subscribed to as I do have subscribed to me. I would say that's a pretty fair assessment. Alright, put the yellow on here. Clean all that up. Oh, looks like we missed a spot. Right over in here. Alright, we'll turn that off now. We'll clean the walkway between the two. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Smiles. Glad to hear that. There's a reason I call you Smiles. Wow. This This park was extremely filthy. Park? Okay, where did Plark come from? But we'll go with it. Ah, I remember these cubes. I didn't see these until my little guy was like 2 years old, and we went to a park in a totally different city. And I saw one of these cube things. It was tic-tac-toe, had X and O's on it. So kiddo was a little bit too young to understand how to play it, but I was impressed that they had something like that for kids. Good music. I like this song. Alright, we are cleaning it. Okay. Wasn't sure if we were too far away or not. Alright, I'm gonna have to go to the other side to get the rest of that one. Let's get this cleaned off here first. I love that as it's going through. Good job on the sound effects. I've been working hard on it. Might just show it, say the heck with it and show it anyways. I always say hold on to your surprises. You know, sometimes it takes a little longer than what you hope for, but you know what? That's okay. You know, it just means that, you know, the victory is that much sweeter when it happens. Yeah, and I call it a victory because, you know, that's, you know, I've made my own personal goal. Like for me right now, my next personal goal is 2,500 subs. I don't expect to hit that until next year, honestly. I don't think I will. And I'm okay with that. You know, if a big game comes out and, you know, people like my straight shooting ways and, you know, I get ahead of them, well, that is awesome. But, you know, I'm going to strive for next year. I was hoping before Christmas, but the way YouTube has been over the last 6-7 months, I just do not see that happening anymore. There was, in May last year, was amazing growth. I kept up really, really good growth up until about July. And then, you know, the kibosh with my ex there going, you know, like, oh, you know, you're spending too much time on the YouTubes. You got to stop doing this, you know. Just because you're doing good right now doesn't mean it's going to last like this forever. I need you to do these other things for me. And it was just, basically, anytime I started doing good on YouTube, she tried to throw in a monkey wrench on it. She didn't feel that this was anything that, you know, could ever be, you know, a job for anyone. You know, it's a waste of time. So she always made herself very well known about it to every single one of her friends. Any one of my friends or anything else, you know, was always, you know, like, oh, he just does YouTube. He's a lazy son of a bitch. You know, that type of person. So there's the door, lady. I'm glad you found it with my foot up your arse on the way out. Yep. You go love your money more than people any day. Meanwhile, our son knows exactly who took care of him and everything else for years while you were on your phone, you know, because you were a working woman. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're welcome, Alchemy. You're welcome. You know, and it was funny. I never considered YouTube a job up until February of this year. You know, type of deal. And then, you know, it's kind of like, okay, you know, this is the only way I can make money right now. So, all right, let's do the best that I can with it. That's what I've been doing ever since. We brought in the memberships and that. I've been doing as many memberships as possible for those folks, like membership streams. Trying to give them as much value as I can. I was going to post up all the my thumbnails and things like that early to just the members, but I found that by the time I get my thumbnails done at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, most of my members were sleeping, and I didn't want to interfere with their sleeping schedule. I felt really bad for, you know, every time I put up a poster video for the next day at like 3 o'clock in the morning, almost everybody's sleeping at the time. It's like, oops. So I got some other things to work on for that, and so working on it. As soon as I can have my own copy of Adobe and I'm not under the X's thumb for it, then we'll be able to start getting those live stream times and all that done, you know, at a humane time. Exactly, you know, like, and that's the thing, you know, Alchemy, you know, only post what you know you're going to be able to make and enjoy, you know. I feel bad every time I do post something because I do try to do my best to always be there when I post something. It's got to be an outside force that's, you know, preventing me from not being there. I've never slept through a stream or anything, but I have been in too much pain before to be able to do a stream. So, you know, I posted it, and usually now that's why I don't post until about, you know, roughly the afternoon, evening before, because I have a much greater idea of what I'm going to have been doing throughout the day and whether or not I'll be able to make it, you know, as I'm learning, you know, the restrictions that my body has for me for what I can do. I try to, you know my limit and play within it, you know what I mean? Yeah. Kind of like what they say for gambling. Alright, so there's a lot of gooey stuff over here we gotta clean. Methinks this playground is going to be the one that takes the longest to do because of every nook and cranny we got on here, which is cool for me. Means a greater amount of detail that the developers put in. I just hope that for everything else that they bring forward in the future has just the same amount of level of detail. I would hate for them to scrimp on it, that's for sure. Oh, I can't wait for you guys to see our podcast that we did last night. That'll be releasing on, I think it's the 13th of June, maybe? Or maybe the 6th. I can't remember which one it's going to be posting on, but is a gooder indeed. And tomorrow, folks, all you Lumberjack Dynasty guys, we will be having our podcast tomorrow on the Simdicate channel. Make sure you guys go check it out. If you haven't subscribed to the Simdicate channel, I'll drop that link right now for you. Don't sleep too deep. Yeah, sleep. What is sleep? Yeah, no, my dog's really got me going. 3 a.m. posts don't bother me. When I'm asleep, I'm dead to everything but my kids crying. Yeah, exactly. That makes sense. Yeah, the caveman could sneeze the wrong way when I was asleep and poof, I'd be awake. When I was a teenager, my dad could build a wall behind me and, like, with a Hilti gun, bang, you know, putting steel track into the flooring, concrete floor, and I'd sleep right through it. He literally built a wall behind my bed once of metal framing, and I slept through the whole thing. You know, he just laughs about it, but that's the way it was as a teenager. All right, I gotta blow a schnoz. 1 second. Oh, please, Lisa, tell me that your flower was up. Oh, man, I could not imagine the mess that a 2 and 3-year-old would make with flour all over the kitchen. Yes, I do have my camera off at the moment because I know I'm going to have to blow my nose again here in a couple of seconds because my sinuses are just starting to pack up again. But yeah, I do hope that there was no flour involved because, my God, that stuff goes everywhere. Can you tell I have experience with that situation? I'm right there with you. It was It was something. But the thing was, I was in the bathroom. I had the flour out. I think I was making... What was I making? Pancakes that day or something? Yeah, little guy who wasn't so little. I mean, from day one, he's never been little. He's the tallest one in his class. He's the... I think he's, like he said, the 5th tallest person in his school. And his school goes up to grade 6, and he's only in kindergarten. So he's a big boy, right? He's really tall, you know, coming from having a very tall mom. Not to mention, I was very tall as well when I was young. You know, everybody's like, oh yeah, you know, he's going to grow up to be well over 6 feet tall. Never happened. But, yeah, so Kiddo is very, very tall. And so he was able to reach up, grab that flour container, and then he decided that he wanted to make it snow. So needless to say, my kitchen was a wee bit of a flour festival, and, you know, water, flour, never fun to use to clean up with, so we ended up using a dustpan over everything. It was on the countertop, it was the table, the floor, it was everywhere. He was just doing you get some flour, you get some flour, everybody gets some flour, and just kind of tossed it everywhere. So, breakfast was a little late that day. It was on a Sunday, we were sleeping in. Yeah, the missus was in the ex-missus was in the shower at the time, so it was fun. We had a good laugh about it later in that evening, but little guy wasn't too happy about having to help out clean it all up. Well, you made the mess. You got to help mom and dad clean it all up. But Dad, we made it snow. Not quite, bud. Not quite. They just got to help mommy and daddy clean up now. Alright, let's see, what do we got left over here? Alright. At least that yellow isn't too bad now. And it was the whole thing, that was getting a little rough. Oh, you're not flashing, are you? Oh yeah, there's a little bit flashing right there, okay. Oh, I think we're ready to start climbing. I think we're ready to start climbing in. Alright, let's turn that off. Oh no, we got this whole slide and everything to do here. Hello, Connor, how you doing? Why, thank you. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for the words of encouragement. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope that you enjoy most of the content that I put out there. I do play mostly simulator games. But I do enjoy playing the multiplayer with the Simdicate crew made of Bone, Deuce, AO, Mike, and myself. We have a lot of fun. We've been told many times that we have a great chemistry together. And honestly, it doesn't feel like we've been doing something for very long. You know, even if the game is really grindy and such, we find that, you know, I was like, what do you mean it's been 2 hours? You've been streaming already? Nah, we've only been streaming for like 45 minutes. And then they're like, no, you guys have been going for like an hour and change. At least. And we'd go and look at it. It's like, oh, wow, you're right. Thanks, boys. Thank you for making the time go by so much fast. Everybody seems to enjoy it so far. The only critiques that we really had was before we went through and figured out how to make a 4-way stream to everybody, you know, in one link. There was a lot of, oh my goodness, you guys are over talking yourselves. There's a lot of confusion going on in that. So we did our best with it, and it's been nothing, absolutely nothing but praise from everybody in the public. And I say thank you to those fellers for taking the time out of their busy schedules to, you know, to really put an honest effort towards, you know, making things better for everyone, you know, the viewers and ourselves as content creators, you know, making time on their Fridays for us to all to get together to do this. I think it's awesome and amazing. You guys haven't checked any of their channels out, you'll notice them pop up throughout the day in the chat. If not, you can just always go to my recommended rascals off the homepage and check those out as well. Thank you so very much to all you awesome chatters, always being so welcome and friendly to all the new folks that come into here. You know, it is a great community of amazing, like-minded folks, and I'm so glad that those that stick around are just as awesome as they are. You know, it does make it so that, you know, I want to push myself through my disabilities sometimes to bring you guys more content because you guys are so awesome. But I do know that, you know, those days when I can't, that you guys are so awesome, understanding and accepting of it. So thank you to all you folks for being as awesome as you are. And I just cannot wait for this community to grow even larger so that there's even more awesome, like-minded people all together in one group where everybody can have fun and share all their experiences and show off their content and that as well. Now, I know a lot of those folks that are out there do it as hobbies like I was doing before the separation, but I really do enjoy seeing everybody's content. Right now, I'm just trying to get caught up with Honeysuckle. She's got a new one here, Lumberjack's Dynasty. I have yet to get a chance to watch that one today, but you know, in my off times when I'm, you know, doing some paperwork or, you know, talking with kiddo, you know, those things get put on pause. But as soon as I have my opportunities, I'm watching. I like your No Place Like Home there, Honeysuckle. You can really hear that you're enjoying that game in your voice for sure. It really stands out when you're playing. Oh, look at that. And Connor coming in with a new subscription. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen. Give a round of applause to the Connor for coming in and becoming the newest member of the like-minded folks here. Welcome to the GaminGargoyle's Guardians of Gaming. I can't remember how it goes anymore, and I have to take a look in the Discord. Peanut. Now, there's another feller that does awesome content as well that I do not give him enough praise for. He is an amazing soul, and big shout outs to him for doing the narration for us on our teasers and that. So, if there was a lot more things that I could get Peanut involved with, I would. You know, he's a great, amazing soul. He's got that voice that is awesome for doing narrations, you know, content and that. You know, he's got a voice for the ages, that's for sure. I hope he does very well with everything that he does, for sure. You know, he really does care about his community and that. I'm glad to see that his Discord is just growing in leaps and bounds, same with his channel. But I do hope that, you know, he gets more coming to him, because it is due, definitely, for everything that he does. You know, he deserves, you know, 1 billion subscribers for sure. I wonder who's going to be the first person to ever reach 1 billion. I think that would be cool. To have 1 billion subs, that would be awesome. I mean, now there is only 7.5 billion of us in the world, but I mean, YouTube's got to have, you know, probably 2 billion people on it. What do you guys think? I mean, he's not, you know, Peanut's not an overactor or anything like that. You know, he's just an overall damn good guy. Yeah, he reminds me a bit of me, bit of a straight shooter. Oh, wow, it's really hard to get all the nooks and crannies of this slide. I like it. I like it that you gotta be just in the right spot in order to be able to get everything. I like that. Adds a little tiny bit of difficulty to it. Oop, wrong button. Alright, let's take a look around. I think we finished this. Alright. So the slide's done. Can we use the slide to get up and in here? Can I duck down? Yeah, there we go. Alright. Now the real cleaning can begin. YouTube has 2.3 billion users worldwide. 79% of the internet users have their own YouTube account. Wow. That's my biggest thing too. Today's LD was a bit too tired to do, I think, and the sound is a bit wonky. But I know what to fix for next time. And that's all part and parcel of reviewing your work. One of our podcasts that we did was, you know, things we wished we knew when we first started off streaming or making content. And basically it's just giving you guys all the tips and stuff that we've learned over time, like, you know, getting up on your microphone, that type of stuff. Alright, I gotta blow my schnoz again, then maybe it'll be time to turn that Camera back on. One moment. Okay. I'm hoping that's enough blowing my nose for a bit, because I'm now feeling a little bit cleaner. A little less stuffied. So I'm hoping that means that I'm okay now for a little bit. Okay. Until the next time I go outside again. Then I'll get all stuffed up. But yeah. Oh, Alchemy, that ranch sim, playing with the goyles, that was a lot of fun. I can't wait to break out the wig again, should we ever do another series for that. Yeah, I have that wig for a reason, folks, and I'm not afraid to use it, you know. I quite enjoyed playing Lady G. That was a lot of fun. That was great for some wild Wednesdays, you know, wacky Wednesdays, you know, just, you know, midweek fun, hilarity, you know, type deal. That's what it was all for. And big hats off to Shane Ramsey. He was the sponsor for all that. So I reached out to him and Little Mac to say, hey, you know, why are you guys interested in doing this? And Shane was the first one to jump on the opportunity to fund getting the wig and the pop that I needed to speak like Lady G for a while. I told you it was lots of fun. But yeah, right now being a little stuffed up, the lady voice isn't as ladylike as it should be. But oh, I really do enjoy having fun playing around with the content that we do, that's for sure. That was fun. I wouldn't know where my audio was off if I didn't watch it back for one video. I had a black screen and had no clue. And you know, that's the hard part, you know, about having, you know, just a single monitor operation. You know, as time goes on, and you know, if your computer's capable, if it has a secondary monitor output, I'd keep an eye on like garage sales, you know, things like that, just to pick up another monitor, or even a television, you know, type of thing. You know, a small, you know, 27-inch, you know, 23 to 27-inch, heck, maybe even a 32-inch if you got space for it, where you can hook your PC up to 2 monitors, so you can have that ability to monitor, you know, stuff that's going on. When I first started, all I had was my main living room TV, and I had a very small TV, actually, which is this monitor just off to my right, and it's a little 27-inch, and so I did not actually have any monitors. I was using televisions. So now I have 2 true computer monitors. I have what I call my quote-unquote big screen. This one is a G27 8Q Asus monitor. It runs at 144 hertz, and I love it. It is an amazing little machine. Oh, I gotta dust off this desk. Oh, dust everywhere. Oh, yeah. Haven't done that in a while. Dusting, I mean. It's been at least 3 weeks since I dusted my PC. Gonna need another good dusting here soon. It's because I've had the windows open most of the days over the last 2 weeks, so a lot of the dust blows in from the outside. So tonight at some point, or no, not tonight, tomorrow night at some point, I have to, what's the word, weed and feed? I got a whole bunch of dandelions that are causing a little bit of issue out there. Oh, come on, I want to press forward, not E. Once again, like I said, this one particular control schematic that this game has is just, for some reason, a mental block on me. Always, every time I want to press R, I keep pressing E. This game is very satisfying. And you're right, it's weird, but it is awesome at the same time. I mean, come on, we've been streaming for 2 hours and 48 minutes. We took a 10-minute break, maybe just a little bit less at the hour and a half mark there. And we're still going, you know what I mean? Like, I'm loving it. I am loving this. I mean, we've been going over an hour just on this one particular level. And it's not like you're feeling bored by it, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I wish this one was done already, you know? So, you know, big time kudos for the developers on that. I want to get the crack, Jack. Let me get the crack clean. Thank you. Alright, let's walk over here. Ooh, move around fast like that and give people a bit of a migraine there, G. I mean, we haven't even finished this one portion yet, even. At least I don't know if it's part and parcel of... Because you can see off to the left there, top corner, it says tower. So I'm hoping that each tower has its own little little amount of hitbox that you got to clean up. That's what my hope is. The only gripe that I have with this game is that it saves too much. Meaning that if I wanted to go in here to get a thumbnail, like for this stream, if I wanted to go in to grab a thumbnail for it, I would have to go into the actual level that, you know, to start with type deal, and, well, I didn't want to do that because I wanted to play that and I wanted to give you guys the full storyline of it, right? So... was not able to do that, so it's kind of generic thumbnails on this one, which is unfortunate. I like making thumbnails, I do. Especially now that I got figured out the cartoon look that I do now. I like those, I do. I think they're different. I'm noticing now a lot more creators are doing it. You know, I'm not saying that I was the pioneer of it. You know, somebody else could have done it way before me, but I didn't see them until after I started doing mine. And like they say, what is it? Imitation is a form of flattery, something like that? It's an aggravating form of flattery, if you ask me, but, you know, at the same time, you know, teach their own, teach their own. Alright, let's do the yellow on the inside here. Alright. Don't need to be an absolute 100%, but I would like to be at least 95% before I move on to the next section. So I'm guessing the rest must be on top in order to finish that off. Alright. Ooh. Boy, I did a poor job over here. And over here. Ooh. Let's get that all cleaned up, shall we? There we go. Let's get this side done, then we'll back up and do the other side. When we get back from camping, I'm going to practice recording gameplay. Nice, Lisa, nice. That's awesome. Yep, I would watch it. I would watch it. So many people to watch. So many... It's so little hours in the day. But I do my best, you know, especially like when I'm cooking dinners or I'm taking the doggy for a walk, you know, that type of thing. I'll let a video buffer up quite a bit and then I'll take her out for a walk. Now, since she's so old, I'm usually back home within, you know, 20, 25 minutes type thing, because if I go out any longer than that, then I'm usually having to carry her home because she just burns herself out. You know, she just has so much fun out there, and then she's just wiped. I usually get about, 15, 20 houses from home, and she just kind of parks her butt on the sidewalk and looks at me like, carry me, I'm done. Which is another reason why I like a lap dog. If she was a bigger dog, I wouldn't be able to carry her. I would have to go get like one of those radio flyer wagons and, have to drag that around so I could just put the dog in it to get them home again. We're done. Have we done this one? No. Okay. Not sure. But we're done that. Alright, let's continue cleaning over here, shall we? Now, I remember seeing there was a ladder, so I'm probably going to have to get that other side via ladder. Just thinking out loud. When you activate that glowy thing, it looks like someone broke glow sticks all over it. Yeah, so this is this is what you can do in game right here. Right, you just press tab and it highlights it. So I've set up a macro so that way it just constantly goes on and off, on and off, on and off. Now, for some folks, that does get a little bit annoying, and I can understand that, and so I try not to use it all that much. So I'm just going to turn that off, and then I try to use it now only for when I figure I'm pretty close to done, and then I'll turn it off when there's just little specks, so that way it's not as hard on people's eyes. Apparently, they can get a little aggravating for them, so. I listen to the comments. I listen to my direct messages in Discord and that as well, which is something, folks. If you don't feel like putting a comment or anything out in the public eyes, by all means, feel free to message me on Discord. I always try to get back to the folks that leave me messages. If you're one of those type of people who just comes in to talk for like 5-10 minutes and like, hey, come join my Discord, and then buggers off and then doesn't do anything else in the Discord, and yeah, you probably won't see me very much. I probably won't answer you. You won't be first priority. I'm the type of person that, it's like, if you're working hard, and doing content, and doing your best, then, cool. But, if you're going into somebody else's Discord just to self-promote yourself, then, well, yeah. I don't have as many strong words on that subject as Deuce has got. Now, Deuce will tell you exactly what he thinks about self-promoting in his channel, that's for sure. You don't have to worry about how he feels, because he'll tell you straight out, right out in the open. Don't do it. Not while he's streaming, there's sections in the Discord for that, creator schedules and creators videos and such like that. Yeah, that's where you put it. But, if coming into, like, the general chat and just, hey, guys, come watch my channel, it's kind of like saying that, this person's Discord that I'm in isn't good enough for you. Please come over, check out mine, because, I'm going to be that much better. And, kind of feels like a kick in the teeth. So, I can totally understand where a lot of those content creators just come in and they don't give people even a warning. They're just like, oh, you came in to self-promote. Bye-bye, see ya, clunk, banned. Yep. And there's lots of it that happens. I mean, lots that happens. There's a bit of an etiquette when you're a content creator. Not everybody knows it at first. It takes some time. Like for me, I got no problems, letting people know and that, like, hey, that's kind of not cool. But for the folks that have been hanging out, been there for forever and ever and ever, and then, like, yeah, I want to try my hand at content creation. Shoot me an email or shoot me a message. I'll be more than happy to help you out. Give you any pointers. Anything that you have questions about. If I can't answer them, well, I'll tell you I can't answer it because I don't know. I might be able to direct you to somebody who does, but I won't give you a cock and bull story. It only just makes me look bad in the end, right? So I'm not going to do it. There's lots of dirtiness up here. Okay. Oh, there's lots of dirtiness up in here. I didn't even see those. Probably an easier way to do this, but this is fun. Whee! Oh, cool. By doing that, we clean this all off. Neat. Never had to worry about that. I can barely work Discord, let alone create my own server. I'm not going to lie. I have never created a server. I have a blah for that. He created my GaminGargoyle one for me and my family to use. And he also created the Avalon one for him. I told him what I was looking for in it, and he was like, oh yeah, I can do that for you. And he set it all up. That's why he's top dog. He's been around for at least 8 years hanging out with me. Ice cap. Still frozen. Still, well, mostly frozen. I got a center core that's frozen and liquid in the outer area. But I mean, I've been sucking this back now for over 3 hours. So, definitely get yourselves one of these them there cups if you can. Oh yeah, there's lots still up here that's dirty. Actually, come on, can I? Nope, come on. No, I didn't want to jump up and fall down. Come on, get that corner. Come on, you can do it. Alright, say that's close enough. Got 90% of it. Alright, let's clean the floor of this one first. Something different. Let's do the floor first. Is that doggy prints? Cool, look at that. They got prints. They got animal prints in here. That is awesome. Nice touch. Nice touch. See, those are the things that I appreciate. I like the finer details that have been put into these, well, any game, you know? Alchemy says, I try to visit often, but I'm a part of a lot of them, so I can't visit as much as I like. And I totally understand that, and I totally respect that. You know? I'm not delusional. I'm not going to say that I'm the only person that's out there in the world you should be watching. No! I watch a lot of content creators too. Everybody offers something a little different. We all offer something a little different. You know, like, Mike is also playing this game. In the end, at the end of the day, we're both playing the same game. However, we both have different styles of commentary on it. We have, you know, a lot of the same viewers, but it's a different day, you know? Like, you know, everybody's got something else, you know, going on, something different. Like, for example, this weekend right now, it's the Memorial Long Weekend for all those folks down in the US of A. And so, you know, the conversation's going towards more of, you know, like, hey, what did you guys plan on doing for this? You know, are you guys staying home? You going out camping? You know, if you're camping, are you on your phone right now? You know, those types of things where, you know, if it was just a regular weekend, it'd be like, oh, hey, you know, you having a barbecue this weekend? Oh, you got yourself some Red Hot Franks or whatever it is, you know, that you'll be having. So, yeah, and there's a difference between live stream and video content creation as well. You know, there's, you know, I find that live streaming is a lot more personable. I can, you know, hang out with everybody. I do miss some lines of chat, but, you know, when you start getting more than 10, 15 people in there and people start getting chatty, you know, everyone understands that, you know, a little bit of the game's got to get played and a lot of the chat's got to get read. Claude! Floyd. I'm going to mess around with that one until the day I die, I tell you, dude. I hope you're doing well, man. Glad to see that you come in here. Yeah, see, the playground proves exactly how nasty the kids are, yep. I have a face for radio and a voice for print. Yeah, I used to always say something along those lines, too. It's like, yep, I have... What? Oh, this part's done down here, but okay, so the roof's still got to be finished. All right, cool. I like it when things get done quickly like that. Sweet. All right, good. Jump. Yeah, it's filthy up in here. Jump, jump. Jump, jump. Jump, jump. Jump, jump. Jump, jump. Jump, jump. And this is one way of getting all this stuff, I guess. A lot better than trying to fan it back and forth like I was. Oh, what are we hitting now? Hitting the centerpiece? Yeah, we're hitting the center beam. Alright. Okay, let's go out here and see what do we have left. Oh, we still got the inside down over there to do, and the roofs. Alright, let's go down there. Get the inside of here. Alright, let's turn that on. Oh, there's a lot of dirties. There's a lot of dirties in here. But I'll sure post a picture of what I cooked. Don't worry about that, man. I got a whole channel. Post away. Post away. We got food pics on there. I mean, heck, I even put my grilled hot dogs in there today. So yeah, feel free to use it, man. Feel free to use it. Avalon is... It's not my personal Discord by any means. This is the community Discord. Everything that's in there, everything, you know, that's all what the community asked for. That's how it was made. It was made for the community. So yeah, definitely post your pictures in there. You know, if you have a favorite recipe for anything, whether it be bread right down to escargot, yeah, drop it in, you know. Feel free to share the love. Definitely, you know, like, there's, you know, I would say I have about, you know, 75 main meals that I like to cook. But that doesn't mean those are the only meals I'm going to cook. Stand up. Come on, stand up. Thank you. I want to hit the top parts of these things, but you can't hit the top parts of these things when you're in a crouch position. Yeah, no, I asked earlier, you know, like when it was first created, you know, are there any bots or anything you guys want in there? Like game bots and stuff, you know, music and all that. And most of the people were like, no, you know, we're just looking for a place that we can all hang out, you know, people of like-mindedness can all get together and, you know, discuss different video games and life things and, you know, to be a safe, free space. You know, the ladies don't feel like they're, you know, being harassed or anything, and the dudes don't feel like, you know, they're, you know, having to, you know, put on a show or anything. It's just, you know, to come in and hang out. So that's what the Discord's all about for us. Being a community Discord. Wow, that was cool. Alright, didn't get a lot of that done, but it says it's done. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of roof stuff to be done in this over here. Oops. Didn't want to do that one. Nope, didn't want that one. Didn't want... Nope, that's the key I want. I want to walk forward. Monday I'm going to make a meatloaf, half sausage, half wagyu. Oh my god, wagyu. Is that the Australian or did you get yourself the Japanese? I've had the Australian and I've had Japanese. Now, I haven't had the Japanese in well over, oh damn, 20 years. And I could still tell you to this day how awesome it was. Just, wow. Wow. Oh, amazing how good that Japanese wagyu is. But at the same time, yeah, I don't know if I'd want to get wagyu from other countries just because the fact of how much hormones that they put into their foods. And yeah, that's where all the hormones are stored, is in the fat of an animal. Like when they're drugs and everything else that they give them. That's where it all goes. It goes right into that meat. And I'm a little bit scared that, you know, a lot of the fat in that they have. Okay, so I'm on the ladder right now, and somebody was mentioning earlier that standing on the ladders was causing them to slide. But I'm not sliding. So I'm not 100% sure. Maybe they patched it. Maybe there was a patch to prevent sliding on the ladder. But I'm not finding it. Alright, so I gotta climb up a little bit higher. Come on. There we go. Let me up. There we go. If I duck down, does that make life a lot easier? Yep, it did. Okay, I'm gonna go to the extended spray one and see if I can hit the end. I can. No, I can't. Let's go to the red. That one will hit it. I just gotta get like 95% of this thing clean, and then it automatically chings itself up, so. All I want to do, I want to get like 95% of this thing done. Don't fall through, please. Yeah, I'm still going, Luke. Still going. I'm going to be taking a break here in probably the next... as soon as we get this one park done, we'll take a 10-minute break, and then we'll come back for the last, 45 minutes of gameplay. I'm really enjoying this game so far, and I'm not overdoing it. Okay, let's turn off that. Let's... Excuse me. Oh, no, this way. Get down, please. Made it. But yeah, no, today was going to be a bit of a longer stream there today there, Luke. We had a good day yesterday with a bit of a longer stream with the Simdicate, and I wanted to, because I haven't, I've had some allergies, I've had some issues with my fibro and stuff like that, the chronic fatigue, just getting nailed with some really bad adrenaline rushes lately that, I had to take a few days off just because I was wiped afterwards. It's really hard on somebody's heart to go through the adrenal surges that I was having, so I took, 2 or 3 days off there last week, so I wanted to make sure that I did get caught up with a whole bunch of good content. And I figured that this is probably the best way to do it, just, to do a longer stream when I felt capable of doing it, so. Here's what I did. Your dude's like a cleaning ninja. Yeah. But that's the job, that's the job of a power washer. I bet you there's videos of people who power wash on YouTube, like real life. If they have lawn garden people, I bet you they've got to have a power washer or two that's out there. I actually had a lawn and garden thing in my subscription the other day, like this, or not subscription, sorry, I recommended. I was like, oh, what's this? And it was a guy who was dethatching his lawn. I was like, oh, yeah, I ran a dethatcher before. And, but this was no dethatcher I've ever seen before. This was like a homeowner's unit. The one that I was used to are the ones that you rent from Hertz and stuff, right? From Certifieds, those type of companies. But yeah, that's exactly it. Look, you gotta live with it, right? You gotta take the good with the bad, the good part is that I could stay awake for days because of the adrenaline rush. The bad part of it is it ain't so good for the heart. You gotta take the good with the bad. Alright, let's turn the yeller flasher on so we can see exactly what we're missing. Let's see. There we go. Job completed. Woo! Alright, let's take a look at the details in that first before we exit out to complete the job. Oops. Wrong button. I went to hit tab, hit escape. My bad. Oops. Alright, before we read these messages, let's read these messages. Gave your number to a park warden. He should be in touch soon. Is this the Dirt Finder General? Got your details from a certain Harper Shaw, as there's an alleged dirt problem in the local playground. Did you hear that the mayor's cat, Ulysses, is missing? The whole town's on the lookout for him in time for the festival. We won't have spring till he's put that hat on. Interesting, a cat wearing a hat. Ah, the Australian Wagyu. Nice, nice. Yeah, there are people over there with power wash videos? That's cool. Yeah, I fall myself asleep or I'm a grumpy man and I can't be angry for no reason. Exactly. You can't be grumpy about things for out of reason. Lack of sleep is one way of getting there. To be honest, if I had to wear that hat, I'd go missing too. Doc gave your details to a colleague who needs a hand with her new place in the burbs. It's the old Diath place. So, Hope you don't get spooked easily. I still wonder why they use this fancy pants shock-absorbing rubber compound for the playground flooring. Not the good old-fashioned creosote. Creosote is fungicidal, cheap, and just an absolute joy to pour. Admittedly, it is also profoundly toxic to humans when ingested. Swings and roundabouts. Gotcha. Super job on the playground, Dirt Finder. Looking at it now, I'll admit there may have been the odd fleck of dirt here and there, and aren't there just so many colors in this world? Too many, perhaps. Anyway, you got those bleeding worry warts off my back, and for that I cannot thank you enough. Yay! We did finish it. Let's take a look at the details. Clean, 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 clean. 100%. That's an additional $500 in our pocket. Let's go to the overview and go continue. Ooh, clean the golf cart. And then we got another big house. Tell you what, how about instead of going for a break now, what we'll do is we'll clean the golf cart, and then when we're done that, we'll end stream. That'll give us at least one more stream that we can do next week with a big house here that we can do. So, let's take a look and read here. Mayor Jeff Jefferson the 8th says, I need you to clean my sorry golf cart. You might have heard about my poor cat Ulysses going missing. We're all frantic with worry, what with the ceremony just around the corner. I swear I saw him on the golf course, frolicking on the lily pads in the lake by the 13th. It's a par 3, but I always get a birdie. By the time I realized it was just a boisterous carp, I was too late. I slammed on the brakes and I went tumbling down the slope head over tail. But don't worry, docs. Don't worry, docs have given me the all clear, said they'd never seen anyone recover from such a minor incident in so little time, but the cart does need a hose down. Alright, let's do it. Let's go give this cart a hose down, and that'll be where I finish things off for the day. You guys have been absolutely amazing over the last 3.5 hours. Thank you so very much for all the content, all the conversations to make this content go by so quickly. Hit the like button, folks, if you haven't already. That does, like I say, help out the channel, especially for notifying people who've never seen the channel before. Unique views are very hard to get this day and age, so thank you, thank you, thank you. The easiest, most effective way is through people just coming in and liking the video. You know, for us as creators, it's a huge bonus. So thank you. Thank you to all those who've been doing it, for sure. And for all those who just keep coming back and being such great, awesome members of the channel, you know, hanging out, having good conversations, good times, y'alls are heroes in my books. For sure. Alright, let's see. We get all the undercarriage in that clean first, and then we'll do the stand-up comedy. I mean, stand-up cleaning. Stand-up comedy. Gigi's gonna stand up and tell you a joke. This is stand-up comedy. Get it? I've really enjoyed this weekend, folks. It's been absolutely amazing. I don't know how long it's gonna take for us to go through the stuff that with the Syndicate tomorrow. All 4 of us are getting together to work on a project that we're doing, and so it's not going to be coming out for a while or anything, because we're still in, what would you call it, planning stages? Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Since we're still in the planning stages of it. But the thing is it's a lot of work. It's an absolute ton of work in order to do the project that we're doing. But we're having fun, and we hope that it is enjoyed by everyone when it does get released. So we look forward to hearing everybody's thoughts on it when it does come out, for sure. And once again, big special thanks to Peanut for doing the narration on that, the shorts for us. So, you the man, Peanut. I know you don't have enough time in the world to go through all the content videos and watch them as well. You know, Peanut knows that, I can only watch so much of his stuff, and he can only watch so much of mine just due to time constraints, that we have that mutual respect. They're both open and honest with each other about it. Honestly, I don't watch your BioShock. And he'd be like, well, honestly, I don't watch anything you do at Toplets. Like, all right, that's cool. What am I missing here? Oh, I know what I'm missing. The roof. Ha! The roof. The roof is all dirty. Where's my stepladder? There we go. All right. Let's see. What are we missing on this? Okay, I'm not seeing anything. Let's go check out the details. Back cushions. Tires. Uh-oh. Alright, tires clean. There we go. Back cushion's clean. Let's see what we look like. Oh, no worries, Gary. Greatly appreciate. Just even the thought makes me smile, my man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Greatly appreciated, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That garden gnome looks like the one I have. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It's this one right here in the back is what they're talking about. And yeah, I don't have any garden gnomes. I've never been a big one for the garden gnomes. Personally, if I could, I would have a whole bunch of different gargoyles. But then again, I'm the guy who wants to have a pond in his back. Well, I always like to have a waterfall and a pond. And I'd like for it to be a sitting pond, not really a swimming pond, but one where you can just kind of, go into it, drop down to, just, like say neck level, and then you just sit on a rocky edge. Now that gives you a deep enough drop into the pool that if you have any fish like koi or anything, you don't have to worry about other like raccoons or skunks or anything reaching over the edge and grabbing them, type of thing. But I would love to have it large enough for 8 to 10 people just to sit in the hot summer, have a bit of a waterfall come down to it type deal. That's me. Not everybody thinks it's a good idea, but I think it's a great idea. I love that you can run them year round, especially here in Canada, and you get like these beautiful ice type sculptures going on with it. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Oh, Honeysuckle says, my garden gnome is a small one that sits on my kitchen counter. He doesn't go outside. Sorry, I'm laughing at Gary's gnome on the range. I have got fine time to record for Wednesday since there'll be no stream on the 2nd. Yeah, I miss our days of the Goyles, but it was a lot of fun. Let's see. Connor says 7 horsepower because Dad has a little garden tiller that used to spit out flames. Oh my goodness, wow. I've converted actually all my lawn tractor, or sorry, my rototillers. They're all now electric. I've converted them all from gasoline power. I'm very noise sensitive now. My music, if you were to look at my mixer is at level 5 out of 15, so I'm only down to 1/3. You can just barely audibly hear the music. I only have it there just so that I know that it's playing for you guys. Yeah, I'm very, very noise sensitive. Like for me now, I mean, if you guys watched the last podcast on electric vehicles, I'm all for electric vehicles just because of the sound. It's I don't like loud noises anymore. But I hate to do it, but this is the time when we gotta bid everybody adieu. Oh, did I leave the back door open again? Yeah, look at that. I'm closing up stream and I leave the back door open. I tell you. That's the way it goes. Always something going wrong in the GG stream. Always something forgotten. But you guys have been absolutely amazing. I wish you well all across the world, whether you have a good morning, evening, afternoon, or night. I hope at some point this weekend everyone gets to have themselves a family dinner, or at least a family conversation, especially in these times of separation. It's always good to tell the ones that you love that you do love them, because you never know, something bad could happen to every single last one of us or them, and we won't get that opportunity to say it. So thank you very much, folks. I love all you all for coming in and hanging out, and I can't wait to see you guys again. Will there be a stream tomorrow? I don't know. Would I like there to be a stream tomorrow? Oh, hell yeah. It wouldn't be a very long one. But like I said, I do have some stuff that we have to do with the awesome and amazing Simdicate crew tomorrow, and I do have to spray some dandelions as well. So my day may be fully taken up, but if I'm up early in the morning, I might try to squeeze one in. So until next time, folks, thank you so very much for hanging out with me today. I hope every single one of you has a good time tonight or tomorrow until the next time we meet. And until then, you know what's coming. Get ready to plug your ears, folks. Okay, we only got that last one left. All right, so everyone have yourselves a great time, and later. Oh, before we go, make sure everybody gives some love back to Gary here for being an awesome and continuing supporter of the channel. Thank you very much, Gary. A ton of hot chocolates and Hera and GG loves for you, my man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I do hope that you have yourself a wonderful weekend with you and yours as well. So until next time, folks, you want to do it again? Later. I just love doing it. I don't know why. I just do. Peace out, everyone.